ride on the sideline trip. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippen. Yeah. I'm okay.
Never mind. What up, though? Welcome to Woodward Heavyweights Live on Motorsports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Spin More Racks, Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff.
Let's go.
Did you guys watch Luka's revenge game last night?
Yeah, some of it.
It wasn't a bad game.
Like a triple-double was good. It's not, he almost had 20 and 20.
I think we just wanted him to go for fucking 50.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, I mean, at least me, I was like a little disappointed, little blue balls a little bit. You?
I mean, I watched the first half, and then I started watching some TV. So.
That's fair. You gotta watch Severance. I'm waiting for you to fucking...
Never gonna watch it.
You should. I gave you the site.
I don't want to give my computer aids.
You're not gonna give your computer aids.
I mean...
I've seen the sites you visit. You're working on AIDS by yourself.
Listen, all right? Well, I'm going to get AIDS on my own time. I'm not going to get your secondhand computer aids.
Secondhand computer aids. And I want Chris and you talk on it too if you guys watch, but fucking LeBron James, dude. Yeah, he's got to be on steroids.
He's a different human.
I mean, it makes no sense. I remember when I was at the peak of my fandom, and he's knocked me down a few notches with his off the court like weird shit. But I always just say, like, man, when he's old, when he's done being, like, this sweet, he'd go be a center. He's actually fucking doing it.
He's doing it right now.
And I was just fanboy when I was saying that shit.
Yeah.
He's actually fucking, it's insane, dude. And nuts. Your LeBron takeaway?
I mean, the guy is the GOAT. Like, it's insane to see him just still performing at this level. And like you said, you could take away a bunch of different things from his game, but he's going to evolve and adapt. And to be in your prime for 20 years it doesn't make sense. It defies logic.
Yeah.
But it's just what he is.
I mean,
it really
that's just the J-Lo formula, right? Like, just being in your prime for 20 years.
Yeah.
But
bro, he's not even at, like, where Wade was before he dipped.
No,
Melo's gone.
This was
sorry.
This was when Michael Jordan was averaging 12 points a game for the Wizards.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not supposed to do this. But he is. He's a top 5 player in the league still.
$1 billion cup of semen right there, boys.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Dude,
Bronny's
that was so messed.
Bronny's kind of taking the market a
Bronny
little bit
might
there.
be taking stock a little bit, yeah.
But you still get you get a bag for a
That
couple
was
of
so crazy when that billionaire offered like however much money for LeBron and Serena to make a kid. It was like messed up, but it was also
fucked
like,
up. But like, are you not curious?
Yeah, but it's like
I would love to see.
Yeah.
I think somebody should step up and pay for a whole like 6 or 7 kids, just so we can pump out
just warriors.
Just so we can pump out some
I don't know
gold
you can afford
Olympians.
that, though.
We just need some gold American Olympians to keep
You
that.
just give one child each sport.
Yeah, all right.
Hockey gets their fucking LeBron.
Yeah, hockey gets a LeBron. We get a LeBron in basketball, a LeBron in
Football.
wrestling. Imagine like
Yeah. MMA.
UFC LeBron, dude.
That'd be sick. Bro, I remember when him and Kobe Covington were talking shit to each other. And I totally understand. Like, I train, obviously, I'm not like a fucking black belt or anything like that, but like, guys that are trained usually kick your ass. But every once in a while, you get a fucking freak athlete like Derek Lewis who just stands up when you're doing shit. If LeBron hit Kobe Covington with a high knee, bro, he'd be done.
He'd be dead.
A flying knee from LeBron James.
It's like 150 pounds heavier than Kobe Covington.
Yeah, like, you'd be over, dude.
Yeah.
Go for a takedown. Let me just fucking.
Bronny made the price go up. Not gonna lie.
How?
No.
Are you just saying, hey, it only gets better, it only gets up from here?
Yeah, I get you missed on this one. You're not gonna miss
Half
again.
of America didn't know what the word nepotism meant until Bronny James
That
got
was
drafted.
funny.
That ass.
Oh, that's funny.
And now we know.
Now we know.
He is the poster boy for it.
Soccer kid would probably still suck, says Chris Pugh.
Ooh, I'd put him in goalie.
Hell no. Put him as a striker, dude. What?
Yeah.
Like
I'm not big in soccer.
Ronaldo,
You'd know
black,
more than me.
dude.
Where would you want the hockey, LeBron? Center? Or
Yeah,
defense?
put him at the wing.
Defense.
Put him at the wing. Have him in front of the net, tipping pucks. I don't know. I'd be like to keep the American, just sporting glory. Army of LeBron babies out there. Unleash them during the Olympics.
We win the next 10
We got
Olympics.
one doing the long jump, one doing the sprints, one doing the broad jump. Just 40 LeBrons out there. LeBron.
I'm here for it.
Who's gonna name his kid LeBron?
I'm here for it. I know that sounds crazy, but everyone's curious.
Everybody's curious. Like if Angel Reese and Jalen Duren had a baby, would he come out like
just grabbing boards
like Shaq in LSU? Like he'd be born Shaq at LSU.
I kind of want to see. I'm sure LeBron the same thing.
Be a
I want to see his dad.
That's for sure.
LeBron's dad?
Yeah, like is he a beast?
That's
LeBron's probably thinking the same thing. He wants to see his dad too.
Jesus.
Also, Zion's dad. I know he played like defensive end or some shit.
Zion's dad was probably like Warren Sapp or something.
His mom had to be built like Warren Sapp, dude. That boy thick.
Zion's thick for sure.
He dropped 40 the other night. Or no, I think I got Centel actually. Never mind. Did he?
You got Suntel?
Did that happen?
I don't know. Maybe.
I
know
he
he's
had
like
I think
as
he had a
skinny
good
as he
game
ever has
recently,
been
like
since he got into
Oh,
the league
that's
right
what it
now.
was. He dropped 40 pounds.
40 pounds. Yeah.
Oh, jeez, man. It's rough for Zion. It's rough for Zion. Are you guys buying the Lakers as actual contenders this year? By the way, before we get off of the Lakers,
Not really. I don't think
No.
I don't think they could beat the Nuggets.
I mean, they could have the
They
two
might win a
best players in
series.
almost any series.
Yeah, they could win a series, but I don't know. The defense, I don't think in the playoffs is going to be
Good enough.
up to par.
The Mavs shouldn't have been in that game, in my opinion.
No.
And then they were up big, and they let them come back. On top, the defense.
They are
They don't have a true center.
100% a title contender if you have LeBron James and Luka Doncic.
Microwave. No, I'm with you.
What?
No, I'm with you. I'm not. I'm bullshitting you. I
Like
guess,
you can't count them out, but I guess I'm not buying that stock. I guess.
Chris, you got my ass.
Microwave.
Spin zone.
Yeah, they're for sure contenders. Just give them time. I mean, give them time. How many games have they played together? 5, 6?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I think
More than that. Zion had 40 on the 8th, by the way. They must not be winning any games.
That
No one
40
talked about it.
pounds.
Dude, if
Sounds
I
fire.
was like if I was the owner of the Pelicans, I'd be hiring escorts to come sit front row every game.
Yeah.
So Zion goes out there, puts up 30-point triple doubles every night.
For real, what would it take
I'd be
to
paying
get, like,
off
a
these
bed?
restaurants like they did in Philly. Just like no, you just see Zion.
Yeah,
come
if
in.
Zion
No.
comes in and orders a double bacon cheeseburger, tell
Bring
him
the
no.
salad.
Yeah.
What kind of shit he was eating? Pasta, probably.
Pasta, gumbo.
Gumbo. They say be careful. With
I'm
gumbo
sure
in
that.
New
I'm sure they're like. I'll say. The barbecue down there is good. I've seen these like two.
New Orleans got good ass food.
These like two British guys. They go around trying food. I don't know.
I watched that video.
Yeah,
that's
they
why,
did one in.
That's why I did the pizza joint. Yeah.
Those guys are funny, man.
You're actually the third person who watched the same video.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The one guy eats. He looks like he's busting a nut every time he eats. So he's like.
Dude, they're having that. It's this restaurant ranch, really. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god! They're like trying to drink it and shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Are
It,
they-
I mean, it is good.
I bet Zion was probably eating fucking bagfuls of crawfish.
Beignets a big thing there. Those
Beignets.
fucking donuts. New Orleans is good food. If
I've
you
never
like
been
seafood.
to New Orleans. I love seafood.
We gotta go to Mardi Gras. What was that?
Do you like seafood? Do you like seafood?
You did it. How high are you right now? Jesus Christ. Were you about to say something? I apologize.
No, I went to a bachelor party
Nick's throwing up gang
in
signs
New
to
Orleans. It
booze
was
right
fucking
now.
crazy. Bachelor party
We
in
need-
New Orleans. It was
I
wild.
need-
My brother went to Mardi
When
Gras.
was it around Mardi Gras or like what time of year was it?
It was not, but it was an insane trip.
I was there for. I just turned 21. I was working doing the phones.
Hey, baby.
Yeah. I told you that story.
Yeah.
But also so I didn't know. You know how shot girls just give you the shot and never say like, oh, it's $2. They just fucking this bitch. I didn't know any better. It's my fucking like just turned 21.
Yeah.
All night come by and I think, oh, she wants.
Just give me free
dick.
shots all night.
This
Yeah.
bitch remind me shots all night. And then she's like, all right, that's like $50. And I was like, fuck you, $50. You didn't tell me those cost money. You were just giving them to me.
50
Hey,
bucks
wait, I
all
got a
night.
better
You got
story.
off cheap, bro. You got off cheap.
Oh, it was more than that. I just threw out a number there. But then the security guards came up on me,
Yeah,
roughed
geez,
me up.
relax, Nick.
And then after they threw me out,
They run
they
this
squared
town.
up with me. And I'm like, fucking, this is a big fucking dude. Dog, out of nowhere. Bink, bink. Knocked out cold. My fucking dad's work buddy
Hell yeah.
from Carter Lumber just happened to be in New Orleans at that fucking moment.
No
yeah.
way.
And the craziest shit. So then we're running at that point. I'm like, yo, we got to get the fuck out of here. We're running down Bourbon Street. And we ran to fucking, he's in Workaholics, Adam something.
Adam DeMamp?
Yeah, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was
Or I
like,
think that's his name in Workaholics. think
Yeah.
it's something.
Divine.
I'll send the picture.
Adam
Adam Devine. Yeah. And he's like, I swear I'm not gay. And I was like, what? He's like, oh, this is a gay bar. My friend got married. And I was like, oh. Cool. That was one of the craziest nights of my life. I'm literally ready to get my ass beat. This was before I had like any type of like jiu-jitsu or anything like that. Just a giant fucking dude, security guard, ready to beat my ass, and then knocked out cold.
That's crazy.
Shout out to my Ricans out in Pontiac.
My brother
Real
went
ones.
to Mardi Gras down in New Orleans, and that's my super smart doctor brother. And he
It
was
sounds fake when you say it like that.
super smart doctor brother. He was
Definitely real.
He was so drunk that he decided it would be a good idea, instead of just taking off his shirt to iron it, he was gonna iron the shirt
yeah,
while
he
wearing
told me
it,
this.
and he fucking burnt off his chest. Like there was like an iron mark
Do you have a
right,
picture?
right in his
So I
chest.
can-
Oh no,
Does he
I mean
still have
somewhere.
it?
No, we called him Iron Man for a while though, but
Yeah.
it
fucking
was
awesome.
literally like a little fucking iron right in his chest.
To go off Easy's story about like not being known of something you were being charged of. This actually just happened this past weekend. Me and my boys we took our girls out to just like a little like couples date night thing, and when we went to a spot downtown in Sterling Heights, Rochester. And my boy was ordering double shots, and like it came with like this big ice cube, like I'm talking like this thick ice cube, like nicely cut. They were charging him $3 an ice cube, and he didn't.
Bro,
know.
what? That's
Dude,
like that's
he
stuff.
was so pissed.
Chris can go out to Rochester with his boys, but he can't do it for the
Chris, check
network
Slack.
to support everybody and watch Team USA. Huh?
What do you mean? Those are different days.
Crazy.
Those are different days. You can't spin
That's
zone this.
real friend.
He got married. This
did
guy
get
got married.
He did get married.
Chris, you grab that picture out of Slack.
Deflect.
I just got
deflect.
shit face. That's what I did. But
What's up?
He asked that 5 fucking times.
Oh, I'm grabbing it. Couldn't hear you.
We got a big show for you guys. I know we're kind of bullshitting right now, but the Combine official interviews for
Yes.
the players started today. So we
Mock
got a
draft.
list of guys that formally met with the Detroit Lions. We're going to go over.
Free
Also,
sex.
Red Wings
Drug use.
with the points. Collect them all like fucking Pokemon. Harold Landry news.
Exclusive.
We got a spinning mock draft. And then here's proof of that, one of the wildest nights of my life. Shout out to my guy Rico. There's Rico. And there's,
Oh, hell yeah.
there's Adam.
damn.
Adam Devine.
Adam looks like he's on something.
Dog, he was I'm telling you, we were literally talking.
Definitely coked out.
And he was like, I'm not gay. I'm like, what? I'm like, do I look gay to you or some shit? Like,
He's probably fresh off of, what's that movie
Sorry,
called? Pitch
but-
Perfect?
yeah,
Fresh
probably.
off of Pitch Perfect. I'd be like, sing for me, gay boy. He's like,
And, that was before the Me Too movement. He's probably fresh off an audition. You know what I'm
Maybe.
saying?
Oh,
The way he landed that.
oh, relax.
don't do that.
I'm
No.
just saying.
Stop
Just
it.
saying. Maybe that's why he was so fucked up. You had to forget that night.
What the hell is even that?
Please, no! No!
What the hell even is that?
Daddy, chill. What the hell is even that?
All right, you guys want to go to break and then come back? Red Wings and then Lions, or Lions and Red Wings? How do you want to do this? We'll
Your
decide
show.
during the break. How about that? Somebody's staring at me. This guy's high off his mind. Mark White. You guys moving up from New Orleans want to lose some weight. Hit up my guy Mark White. You can save up to $5,000 on the closing cost of your new home. Just dial him up at 248-290-8242 or visit him at markwhitesells.com. That's 248-290-8242 or visit him at markwhitesells.com.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner? Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Dr. Pierce, attention sports fans. Don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays on Ermanni and Edwards with Maz, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce here to keep you in the game, performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
What up and welcome to World Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Smimo Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff. You guys do us the biggest favor in the world. We're the last show of the day. This drive time, so not a lot of people can YouTube and drive unless they're driving recklessly. Smash that like button.
Larry the Platypods.
Larry the Platypods.
Shout out all that are driving recklessly with us on.
Shout out to you, risk takers, though. We love you guys. Please stay alive. We need the views.
Yeah, we need
At least hit the like button.
views.
At least
Don't care about your life.
We need your lock. Hit the lock button. So, formal interviews are taking place at the NFL Combine. Medicals, measurements. I'm really excited. This pause, but like, I want to see if Shamar Stewart is as advertised. He's 6'6", 290. That's fucking insane. But I have a list of formal interviews with the Detroit Lions. Give me your, I guess, opinion of the matter. Oh, shout out. Good grab.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
read.
Okay.
I dabble.
Number 1, Mike Green,
Like that.
edge rusher for Marshall. We didn't think this was going to be a thing.
I want it.
A little bit of a lighter than what
Light
they're used
skin,
to.
Yeah.
And he may be gone early as well.
I mean, maybe that means they are having thoughts about trading up to get him, but he's not going to be there at 28. He's not going to make it out of the top 15.
And I want to say this too, because I know some people look at these interviews, or some of the beat reporters, I think they grow tired of hearing other people ask, hey, did you interview with this team? Did you interview with that team? I know Justin Rogers is one of them, but like, that is prevalent information.
Yes.
Because how many times have we watched behind the or inside the den, and there's the Jameson Williams cut, the Aiden
Sam
Hutchinson
Laporta.
cut, Sam Laporta cut, Brian
Jack
Branch
Campbell.
cut, Jack Campbell. Like they draft guys they interview, and you're only going to interview a guy that you are interested in. So if it's not even that specific person, it at least is that build, that type that you know they're willing to look into.
Unless you're Bob Quinn, and then you draft only guys that you didn't interview.
What an idiot, dude.
I did the most research on this guy. We didn't even interview him. It's all right. I know him.
You know that video we were watching, the guy just opening the beer? Like, that was Bob Quinn bringing the baseball bat to the fucking draft room.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking, look at me, everybody. What a nerd, dude.
Definitely.
Pull that list back up, if you don't mind, Chris.
Gotcha.
I'll just jump in. Jihad Campbell, linebacker out of Alabama, interview with the Detroit Lions. Reaction to that one, Spinny.
I like that. I like it a lot. I'll tell you what. I like Jihad Campbell. We'll see how much I like him later. But we've talked about him before. And this is a guy that would be an immediate starter on this team. There are not a lot of positions on this roster that need to be filled. That is one of them, and it just so happens that he went to Alabama, which we know Brad likes. It just so happens that he's one of the most versatile defenders in the draft, which we know Brad likes. He can defend the run. He can defend the pass. He can rush the quarterback. He can really do anything you need him to do out there at linebacker or edge. He is a guy that is a freak athlete. Like, his sideline-to-sideline stuff is off the charts. He is going to blow up the combine, which is why I don't know if he'll be there for the Lions at 28. The more I look at him, the more I'm like, all right, this guy might go sooner than that. But he is an elite athlete and just a versatile player. I think he would be a home run if they got him in the first round.
I definitely think it's a possibility that he does go early, but I also think it's more likely he's available for us simply because this draft class, we heard Brian Holmes say it the other day, it's deep.
Deep.
It's just deeper than deep.
Deeper than
Deeper
telekinesis.
than Adam Levine or Divine getting that job interview.
Deeper than your sister dying and you telling your nieces.
But we've talked about it. The defensive class, probably the best defensive class has been in a minute. I think the running back class is crazy. I think we might see 2 running backs in this first round. Amari Hampton, I think, is a dog. Obviously, the edge class we're talking about, too.
Love that edge.
And if guys are going positional value, if Jeff's GM and teams, then Jihad Campbell might be there for you at 28. And I think that's a fucking absolute steal.
Could scare away some of these oil money guys in the front office. Jihad?
Jihad?
You want me to draft a guy named Jihad? No,
Last name Campbell, though.
Last name Campbell, first name Jihad.
First name Greatest.
I think this kid's going to be so good, man.
Jerry already took Ezekiel, so it might be in the clear for
It's true.
Jerry.
Ezekiel ain't that bad, is it?
No. That's more of Amish than it is.
I think that one's in the Bible, ain't it?
Ezekiel is in the Bible for sure.
Maybe that's
6'3", 244 pounds. He's an off-ball edge. So I think that fulfills some of the people, too, that also want somebody to get after the quarterback. Obviously, can drop back in the coverage, and he played that everywhere. He kind of Micah Parsons, I guess. And I'm not telling you he's going to be Micah Parsons, but I'm talking about for what he was at Alabama. Sometimes he's middle linebacker. Sometimes he's off-ball. Sometimes
That's
he's on
his
the line.
comp.
Like, he is – that's his comp?
I mean, for me, like when you look at what he does well, what he was asked to do in college, like
I've read
super mega Derek Barnes is what you can expect.
Yeah.
And that's kind of close to what Micah Parsons
Drop a little LeBron juice and Derek Barnes, get your little jihad, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Like, it just makes sense. The drafting pattern of Brad Holmes, what he likes to do, the players he likes to draft.
Your
if
new
he's
defensive
there,
coordinator, linebacker coach.
Anzalone, who knows obviously you know his immediate future, but going forward, what is he going to be? Are you going to extend him? This makes a lot of sense to me, personally.
I would love it. I think this would be a home run pick at 28, especially if you're going BPA. A pro comp for Jihad Campbell, Spinny, Fred Warner. Campbell shares Warner's rangy athleticism, coverage instincts, and ability to impact all 3 downs. Though he's not yet as polished in reading complex offenses, his edge rushing flashes add a twist akin to a young Hassan Reddick. That's actually insane.
I mean,
your
your comp being Hassan Reddick mixed with Fred Warner, like
that's insane.
Sounds pretty good to me there.
Sounds like your mom and dad was fucking LeBron James and Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Jesus, Nick, what are your reactions?
He's a freak, dude.
He is, and you can tell he's like his energy is. You see it off the tape.
Dan Campbell guy. Brad Holmes loves the Bama boys, dude. Like
last time Spitty called out Dan Campbell guy, he was correct.
And his last name was also Campbell.
Just saying.
And he was also a linebacker.
And
Nick,
he was also a linebacker.
What are your reactions to both Mike Green and Jihad Campbell? Because we didn't go to you on the Mike Green stuff. I apologize.
Love them both. From the sounds of the Jihad Campbell, I'm not as high on going linebacker here, but if I'm hearing Micah Parsons, All-Pro, and Fred Warner, All-Pro. I mean, what are we doing here, fellas? You guys got to calm down just a little bit on this guy.
This kid's
Yeah.
one of
You
the
guys
best.
just come back to Micah Parsons
read that one.
and Fred Warner?
He's one of the best.
Are we serious?
He's one of the best prospects in the draft. Like,
This
straight
guy
off of
sounds
who
like
he
a
is.
Hall of Famer already. Sign me up. Why is he getting past 1 in the draft here?
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
It's positional. Like,
I mean, I'm down for it. Don't
I
get
think
me
the
wrong.
kid's gonna be special, dude. I really do.
I'm just saying, pump the brakes a little
Yeah, who
bit
wrote
here.
that article that comped him to Fred Warner mixed with Hassan Reddick?
I have to pull it back up.
Spencer Raxer.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I saw you on getting active on Twitter, and a guy you quote tweeted was Terrion Arnold.
Yes.
And Jihad Campbell talked about his relationship with Terrion Arnold. He talked to him about how the Detroit Lions operate. I'm sure he's giving him tips on how to operate within that interview. He may have set himself up to be drafted by the Detroit Lions. And if Terrion likes him, I think it's more than a buddy-buddy thing. I think it's like, let's go get
He's
a dog.
Yeah. He is a dog. Dude, like, this is it's such a Brad Holmes pick. This would be it would surprise me in the absolute least if he got Jihad Campbell. The guy is a freak.
Freak a leak. Nick, where you at with Mike Green?
I want it. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, there's some
I want
stuff.
him. I think he produces, obviously, Mike Green. I've heard the stuff that was at the off the field SA.
But
it got declined.
Exactly. He talked about it today. He wasn't charged with anything. If it were anything of substance, you would know about it.
And they interviewed him, obviously. So they not concerning to the Lions. They wanted to get in the room
Carter
with the guy.
too, didn't they?
I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, they did.
I'm pretty sure they did.
I don't know.
Oh,
Look
did
it
it?
up. I'm curious now.
Yeah,
And the thing too about Mike Green,
didn't they say it was interesting when they interviewed him?
No, they said it was interesting about something.
they interviewed one of his teammates. His teammates had something interesting to say.
Oh yeah.
But to Mike Green stuff, a lot of people are like freaking out. Oh, he went to Marshall, which I hate when people label a player's ceiling or abilities off of where they went to college.
They did visit with Jalen Carter.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, DeMarcus Ware went to Troy, ended up being like one of the best edge rushers, at least in my lifetime.
Yep.
Khalil Mack went to Buffalo, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you,
Not worried about
Dogs
that.
are dogs.
yeah. If you got it on tape, that's the biggest thing for me. If you got it on tape, I don't give a fuck about college production. Don't come. And he has it, by the way, too. He has everything: the tape, the production. Don't come to me though with some fucking. No disrespect to anybody that wants this, but Jack Sawyer. And look at the sacks, look at the sacks. When you put on the tape, he's stiff as a fucking board.
Stiff as a
He's
board.
going unblocked on some of these things. I'm not telling you he's going to be bad. I think he's going to be like a second-round pick, but I'm
No.
not fawning over him the way I would guys like this.
I agree. Mike Green is gonna be a top 3 edge rusher off the board in this draft. So I don't think the Lions have a chance at him unless they want to trade up a lot.
DNC ENT says Campbell, and Campbell Sacks Inc. I'm here for it.
Dude, I've just
That might be a shirt idea.
Anzalone, Campbell as your linebacking core would be insane, dude. They
Randall
would be,
Schaub, Randy Moss is from Marshall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize.
No, you're good.
You were all right, though.
They would be all over. That's 3 freak athletes.
It would suck if you're listening to Dan Miller, though. He's like, tackle by Campbell. You're
Yeah,
like,
Campbell gets him down.
Yeah.
That's Campbell in there on the
you
edge.
got to get some nicknames in that one for sure. Oh, by the way,
JC. Oh, they're both JC. Fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, damn.
So you guys hating on the fucking nicknames? The Going to Work Pistons had tons of nicknames.
Jack.
Jack
makes the tackle.
Tackle by
Captain
Jack.
Jack.
There you
Fear
go.
the Fro was like a statement, though. That wasn't a nickname.
That was not a nickname. No.
You can't say.
Big
did
Ben
you,
is his
hey, did you
nickname.
see Fear the
Yeah.
Fro
Big
today?
Ben.
Yeah.
Big
That's
Ben
his nickname.
Yeah.
is his nickname. But also, get with the times, old man.
Mr. Big Shot.
Yeah.
Nobody said that.
Rip.
Like, Rip is his name.
Nickname. Nickname is the key to success. Why do you think this guy's doing so well? He's got fucking 17 nicknames in
Yeah,
there.
tell that to every UFC fighter ever. They all got nicknames. They're not all successful.
Well, they have to have a nickname.
The Ocho. There was a guy whose nickname was Ocho. And he
What
got
would be
his
your? What
ass
would be yours?
beat. Jackhammer.
Spatty, I know you're high on Jihad Campbell here, and I want to ask you: are you concerned with the
No,
D-line
he's high off the
depth?
fucking Benjamin.
Better than fucking sportsman.
And,
Oh, I told you about that.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Sportsman,
I might have told you that in confidence. Why you say
Easy.
that?
You said it on air before.
are you concerned, like, with the defensive line, like the high-end talent on the D-line, like when it comes to depth for the Lions, if they do end up going?
No,
linebacker
that's
for your
another
first
reason
round?
why I like going Jihad Campbell in the first round is because the depth of this draft class, you can still get a very good
That's
piece
crazy,
at
Chris.
the interior or defense or exterior defensive line in that second round. I think there are going to still like the difference between players that are going to be drafted around 28 on the edge position or defensive tackle position compared to the players that are going to be drafted around the middle of the second round isn't that big of a gap. So I think you can get the best player available in your spot, Jihad Campbell there, and then still get a very quality defensive line piece in the second round.
Jihad. Can I just call you John? I feel more comfortable that way. We got some more names on this
Mr.
list.
Campbell.
A big name that we're going to get to when we come back. A lot of you Michigan fans would like that. I'm sure some of you guys may have even already saw that.
Oh, yeah, that's
But Feist, tell us about that merch.
Well, first, let me tell you about that merch. Woodward Sports has the best merch in town. Hoodies, tees, hats, all of that for all of you. Go ahead and click that shop tab today.
Sounds like he's about to call somebody the Batman.
Get some brand new merch with Woodward Sports.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you and catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
What up, though, and welcome to World Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Benjamin. We got young Chris, Nicholas Koloff.
Yes, sir.
Please do me a favor and smash that like button.
Please.
Be a friend, tell a friend. I teased
A joke.
a big name that weighs in at 339 pounds, standing at 6'3", hailing from Merville, Illinois, out of the University of Michigan. Kenneth Grant interviewed with the Detroit Lions.
I was about to say, Kenneth Grant's only 6'3".
Yeah. Remember we looked it up?
Yeah, we did. And it said Mason Graham was 6'5".
Yeah. No, it said that Kenneth Grant was taller than Graham, and we were like, no way.
No, it said Graham was taller than Grant. And we said no way.
I thought it was the opposite.
No.
And we were like, what?
Grant is taller than Graham. He's bigger.
Okay.
Graham's more of the
I don't
Aaron
care.
Donald build. But I like it. If there is one player in this draft class that I would trade up for within reasonable, obviously Mason Graham or Abdul Carter would be I'd trade up for them too. But within reason, if Brad Holmes trades up, I would like it to be for Kenneth Grant.
Mm-hmm.
That guy is going to be a game wrecker at this level. He'll be Broderick Martin, but good at football. So, I think you grab him if you can. And it probably wouldn't. I mean, you'd have to trade up to 15 around there.
I think where's Arizona picking? Because I know both times I did my mocks, I think I had Arizona sniping them. I think like 12 or something like that.
Yeah. If you got to trade up in the teens to get him, that's the one guy that if they made a move, I would be like, yeah, go get Kenneth Grant. I think that I put that in the tweet as well.
You're not on the Shamar bandwagon with me?
I mean, I like you. I wouldn't trade up to get him. No,
It's fair.
not like up to 15.
Yeah,
if you trade like a 6th to move up 2 picks to get him, I'm fine with that.
This would be fucking awesome.
Yes.
I mean, by the way, I think one of the most effective ways to have defensive linemen is the way one of the best defensive coordinators in my lifetime, Jim Schwartz, does it, and that's rotating those guys. I think Gunther Cunningham was the one that originated it. You have DJ Reader, big body guys, for stuff on runs. Get Kenneth Grant in there. That's what the Eagles are doing. They facilitate their guys. Kenneth Grant is a fucking monster.
Kenneth Grant is a monster indeed. You look at the Eagles, that's what you build. You build that rotation on the interior of these big body guys that can get to the quarterback, and it helps out everybody else.
It puts your defensive line in a situation where I think he'll be as peak, obviously, where it's like we're begging and pleading for us to draft an edge rusher or sign an edge rusher, trade for an edge rusher. Whoever you put on the opposite side of Aiden Hutch is going to have some form of success because Hutch is getting triple team. You got to double team Kenneth Grant because he's a fucking man than a human being.
And Lee McNeil.
Lee McNeil is going to eat up one-on-one blockers or whoever the hell you put up
DJ
there.
Reader.
Dan well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be nasty. It really would. I'm all in on Kenneth Grant if they make
100%. Yeah, he's the ultimate Dan Campbell guy as well. I think that's big. The energy doesn't stop on the field. Like he never quits on a play either. Like I think one specific play comes to mind, and it was at Penn State when he's running like 60 yards downfield to save a touchdown as a defensive tackle. Like the biggest guy on the field. He's running like 60 yards downfield to save a touchdown.
Yeah.
One of the biggest reasons they won that game. But yeah, not just like the sacks or the TFLs that, stand out and that he can produce, but 10 passes defended. he gets his hands up in the air to not allow quarterbacks to go over the top of the middle, and I think that's big. Kenneth Grant would be a home run draft pick for Brad Holmes to continue to improve this defensive line the way they need to be improved.
And he said he wants to run a 4.8 at the combine. Like he said, his goal is to go out there and run if he runs a 4.8, he's gonna be closer to 10 than he is to 20.
You know what? Also, he said he would like to play for the Detroit Lions.
He did say that.
He came out straight up and said it. I 100% understand why. By the way, we got a pretty good setup for him to do well,
and it's just a fun locker room to be a part of.
And talk about him being a Dan Campbell guy. I just had the quote here in front of me. He said, "Very cordial and challenged me." I think that's the type of guys that want to bring in, guys that want to be challenged, guys that want to evolve their game and get better and become the best.
Mm-hmm.
So That's the way Terrion talked last year, and they ended up taking him. I think everybody they draft, you hear them speak that way about themselves. Here's a pro comp for him, Javon Hargrave. Grant mirrors Hargrave's blend of interior power, quickness, and 3-down impact. Though he's bigger and less polished, his ceiling could approach. Okay, these comps are crazy.
Chris Jones?
No.
Oh, let me
Ndamukong
guess.
Suh?
Vince Wilfork.
I think that would make sense. This thing says Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald?
He's 6'3". How could he?
Mason Graham's more Aaron Donald. I see him more as Chris Jones.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. One guy that's not on this list that I'm selfishly going out of my way to talk about is Shamar Stewart. But no Detroit reporter was there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else is going to ask, hey, do you interview Detroit other than somebody that was from fucking Detroit? So we'll find that out. But I only said because you mentioned Chris Jones, and I think Shamar, I listened to an interview with him today. Talk about does you prefer to be outside or inside? He said inside. It's a big dude, long arms. Chris Jones, big dude, long arms.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a hell of a guy to put in there, too, in terms of getting after a quarterback. But, again, selfishly mentioned it because you guys know that's probably my draft crush right now. And I feel like versatile guys bouncing it out. Don't know what that was.
Yeah, I think you could, like you said, you can move. They're going to find a guy like that. Like in my mock draft, I grabbed some guys in the later rounds that fit that build of you can move them inside, you can move them outside, you can move some people around. You know, that versatility is extremely important to this regime, so I would fully expect them to get guys like that.
Somebody asked if we would take Jihad over Mike Green. Mike Green's going before Jihad.
Mike Green's going before Jihad.
So I think the Jihad thing is
28.
Yeah, it's more likely to be available to you. That's how I view it. All right, we talked about the Michigan guy, Kenneth Grant. The guy I already name dropped, also interviewed Detroit Lions, Jack Sawyer, out of Ohio State. Is that a Dan Campbell guy? You are the expert on the matter.
No, I don't think Jack Sawyer is a Dan Campbell guy. Maybe on the field, his effort is always there on the field, but he's a crybaby, dude. I don't know if that's Dan Campbell guy.
And you're not even a Michigan guy saying that.
No.
You're a Michigan State dude.
No. That shit was embarrassing. He was literally crying to Ryan Day. But he did step up and made the biggest plays in the biggest games of his career, in the playoff and in the championship game. I'd be fine with Jack Sawyer in the second round. I don't think he's a first-round pick, though.
Yeah, I don't think it's a first-round pick, too. I'm with you. If it's a second-round pick, I think that's a home run, or at least a very good pick to have. I think he can get after it, and I know people tease the idea. I think Connor was texting me, he was saying him and Hutch would be the Bash brothers. But I just think he's stiff, and that's what I'm talking about, college production versus tape.
Yeah.
All that stuff doesn't necessarily translate. You got to see how these guys are winning. You also take into factor, is the guy he's facing, is that an NFL caliber offensive lineman that they're beating, or even tackling some of these times as well. I think he'd be a solid player for sure. I'm just not making that investment at 28.
Where was it? The Hawk, 1986-7 says, wasn't Chris Spielman from Ohio State? Yeah, it's not that he's from Ohio State.
Yeah, no, it's nothing to do with Ohio State. That's why I said he's a Michigan State guy.
Yeah, I'm a Michigan State guy, but Chris Spielman was never seen openly bitching and crying on the field.
I'm rocking my state hoodie now.
Yeah.
Go green.
Go white.
This is the quote, fellas. They are not fucking planting a flag on our field again.
Yeah, he was.
What are we doing?
And he was
crying about it when
tears.
he was doing it.
Yeah.
0-4
Dan Campbell does cry a lot, though.
I don't think he's a Dan Campbell guy. I really don't. I mean, maybe that crying was out of passion there, but obviously it was. But no, second round, yes. First round, hard pass. I think no, he is not a Dan Campbell guy in any shape or form.
Yeah, and I saw somebody post on Twitter, this means nothing. Because I don't even know the account it came from. But it's a picture of him lined up. Man's got no ass.
Nope.
No ass, skinny legs.
I am a fan of guys
You trust
with
a
big
man
butts.
with no ass
Nice
on your
job.
defensive line?
I don't think so.
We've had Coach John Brown on, or Jason
Yeah.
Brown on, I should say.
Terry Foster.
Des Walker. They
Terry
all said,
Foster.
you need that ass.
Need a fat ass. I mean, just like your woman, you would prefer someone on your defensive line to have a nice big old ass.
You'll take someone without, but you always want.
Yeah.
You're always craving that big old fat ass.
Yeah, you'll flirt with the ones without it, but
Is this guy not hitting
marry
legs
the
in the
ones
gym?
with-
He does weigh. He is 6'5",
I'm sure he works
260 pounds. So he's a lean frame with well distributed muscle mass. He screams the
No
NFL
ass.
edge prototype. His basketball background
he's
shines.
good size.
Huh?
But he's good size, but like you said, his bag isn't that deep, and he's like in college. It was more of a I'm bigger, I'm stronger than
It
you
was-
type of stuff.
Effort and I say at a high IQ for the game.
Yeah.
Right. What was there? 4 years.
Yeah, very
Played
high
the game
IQ.
right way.
Very high IQ.
Lunch pail guy.
Big effort guy.
But he really was. I mean, it really was though.
Sometimes stereotypes are there for a reason.
Which makes him a Dan Campbell guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Had that
He's
peck
a
against
locker
Michigan.
room guy. No, I don't know about that one, but
Yeah. What were you saying, Nick?
Had that pick against Michigan.
yeah, sneaky athletic.
Yeah. I just don't think he had a bend. I think he had too many counter moves. Like, there's a lot of bull rush, a lot of outworking guys,
I
and
think
it lacked
he's-
the explosiveness you want to see from your starting edge.
Yeah, like you
at the
said,
NFL
second
level.
round, you get Jack Sawyer in the second round, I'd be cool with that. I don't think he's a first round pick though.
I know we're up against it for the break here, so I'm just gonna speed through the rest of these names, or unless you want to take some time on them. Josiah Stewart,
Like that.
love that. I think you'd have to move. Is that a pick at 28 though,
I don't think so.
Nick?
I think that's a second round.
Me too. Yeah, I think you have to move up even to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pushing it. I would move up in the second round to get him though.
Push
Yeah.
it.
I
Push it to the limit.
I'm with you.
limit.
I would move up for a lot of guys in the second round.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Second round's gonna be
Yeah.
very fruitful.
This is a deep class. Brad
Very
said it
deep.
himself, man.
Do they have enough ammo to move up in the first and the second round? That's when we're talking about really reloading on the
That's
defensive
why.
line or the
that's
defense.
why. No.
Just sit back and
I think-
Take Jihad Campbell the first round, and then if there's a fucking, if you're hurting for a Squirtin or Jared Ivey or Jack Sawyer or somebody in there in the second
JT
round
Tooley?
that gets falls, then you throw an extra pick, you move up, and you get your edge there.
I'm gonna go over a little bit here just because I already name dropped Josiah Stewart. I think where you're looking or you're nervous about him at the edge spot, or not nervous about him, but he doesn't fit the prototypical edge
Of
that
what
like
they
to
want
draft.
as an edge, yeah.
Like the 6'4", 6'5", thick. He's not that.
270, 80 pounds.
Yeah, he's really springy, like 250, 240 pounds probably. But I think he could play the Sam spot for you. I
Yes.
don't think we're re-signing Derek Barnes. I think I told you guys earlier last week, he bought a car off my buddy, and he said, didn't sound great, I guess, to put it to you that way. Gratis, Derek Barnes, and shout out to my guy, Sammy the Bull. But I could see him trading out of this 28 and grabbing more pieces in the second because the class is so deep. And I would be cool with that, to be honest with
Trade
you.
out of 28, but I think you want that
Wow.
that fifth option on a guy.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean,
I-
more than that, you want to replenish the team? No?
No
What's up?
way.
No, I think
I
you
am
need-
guaranteeing right now we can make a bet on it, anything, that he either trades up or stands. He will not trade back. He falls in love with his guys,
Nick,
dude. I will
pizza?
bet it.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
I am down.
I would
This
be,
dude
but I would
I
falls-
be-
wouldn't bet against with him talking about how deep this class is, and think about how many guys are not going to be able to re-sign coming up here shortly, even just this offseason.
Yeah.
He might want the extra picks.
But
and to be honest
I
with
think
you,
the extra year on that rookie contract.
so this is what I was
going to
say. Those extra years, if you go look on Over the Cap or whatever you need to look to get this information, if someone wants to look it up right now, Nick, if you will, actually, the fifth-year option on Aiden Hudson is like $20-something million.
Yeah,
On
this
those
is
early
28.
first-round
This isn't
picks. That's why I
Yeah,
think you see a lot of times with Penei Sewell, you get re-up before you do the fifth-year option. That way you avoid that giant fucking cap hit.
Yeah, but like I said, it's not 20. This is 28. It's not going to be a $20 million cap hit. It'll be like 14
No, it's like $23 million.
at pick 28.
Oh, at 28?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, I know at 28.
Yeah, it's not pick
probably
2.
14
You
or
know,
something
Aiden
like
Hutchinson was the second pick of the draft.
But if a guy's doing that well, you're going to reward him sooner than later.
Yeah, but still, to have the
him.
flexibility of the extra year is always important. So you're not a rookie contract guy anymore.
No, I'm a rookie contract guy.
Eazy hates rookies.
I'm just saying, it's going
Extra
through what we've
second round
seen.
pick.
They get those contracts after that third year. Amon-Ra, Panay, Jared, we didn't draft, but it was been that third year they got that contract.
I don't know. I
I've
think
never seen someone go all the way to the 5th year.
I would be extremely surprised if they traded out of the first round.
Rando.
I wouldn't. Consider how deep it
Rando
is.
Smalls with the Woodward Sports Super Chat. Shout out to him.
Shout out.
He said, I see Brad moving back and getting something for that 5th year.
No. Hard pass.
Moving back and getting an extra draft pick. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think the 5th year of one player is going to stop you from replenishing your roster.
Well, it's not like you're
going
going to get an extra second round pick.
Yeah, you would.
For moving back how many spots? It's
Well-
only 3 spots out of the second
you're
round.
right. You're right.
We don't need. No.
Yeah, and we don't need 50 people. We already have a shit ton of draft picks this year.
Not really.
We have like 6.
We got that comp pick.
Late ones. We
for
got the
third
comp
one
pick,
we
too.
traded.
Oh, no. We'll get into it. We got to go to break.
When we talk about those good depth pieces, I think that's like we can get those guys late, which we've seen with Mahogany and Wingo.
Yeah. This is not the caliber of player. I'm just not ruling it out, I guess. I'm not saying no. I'm not guaranteeing that they're not going to do it. I think it's something they for sure would do.
I am locking it.
Locking it. Not going to happen. Nick
I
will
like
put
to
his
trade
life
up.
on it. So if it happens,
how about this? You know what I
come
would
kill
guarantee? Not picking at 28. I'm more comfortable with that, either going up or down, that the pick is going to be at 28.
I think Brad Holmes would rather like just quit, retire, than trade back.
Yeah, I think he's going to trade up.
What? We've seen him do it.
He has traded
Not in
back.
the first round.
Yeah.
Or yeah, well, he had 2 picks. True. Yeah.
Oh, you know
Okay.
what?
All
Yeah,
right,
he did trade back.
Wow.
Trade back to get Gibbs.
Yeah.
Bam!
Wow. Smartest guy in the room.
Say sorry.
Sorry.
But that's different. Trading back in the first round is different than
trading
out
out
of the first round.
Yeah. Say sorry.
Well, one of the pieces he got for that was out of the first round. But you're
Yeah,
right.
but he still had 2 first-round picks.
You just can't say he's not going to trade back. I think, like, closing your mind to that's why.
I'm saying he's not going to trade back. Mind closed.
Especially after he was literally deep class.
Maybe
I keep this. Can you do a Brad voice?
You know, I normally keep this stuff to
How
myself.
about 2, 3 edge rushers?
that-
4. Why stop
Normally,
there?
He's got a very.
normally I keep this. Nah, hold on. Let me get it.
We really like
Let me
Aiden
start break,
Hutchinson
maybe.
here.
That was awful.
Well, I thought everybody's was awful. So I didn't say it out loud.
You know, I'm doing Obama. That's,
You are. It's a thin line.
It's yeah.
Well,
You know,
Nope. Too much Kermit.
I think it's a great.
No.
That was too much.
Way
He
too
does
much
have a
Kermit.
little-
We'll work on this during commercial break. How about that? Tell us about Lady Jane.
Lady Jane's, come get an amazing
Call in,
haircut.
give us your Brad Holmes impression.
Yeah, call. No. Well,
2 for it.
Come get an amazing haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. You get a hot
I
lather,
love
neck
this
shave, a
guy.
scalp massage, a hot towel treatment, all that good stuff. Lady Jane's haircuts for men. It's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce. your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Planet Fitness, the home of the judgment-free zone where anybody, full body workout in 30 minutes. Come on, they got a great staff that'll help you with anything you need. They just got a bunch of new equipment. Planet Fitness, why would you go pay more to lift the same weights? Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Super Bowl Cartier had 2 sacks per year for 3 years in college. Not so at all. Speaking on Shamar Stewart.
No, I thought he was talking about himself. I was like, damn.
I'm going to talk about myself in this situation. There's different schemes. Like, I know I always wanted the quarterback when I was playing.
To the pen, to the scheme.
And I probably could have, and I did get sacks, but then teams would notice, and then they would just, I would never, like, fill my gap. And they just run fucking draw at me every single time.
I got some pretty good sacks.
So some systems, especially him too, he is a little bit over pursue. He gets a little got at times. He might have been that guy.
Yeah.
But his
and
caliber
there's a very
of athlete,
deep defensive line. Like, you got 3 guys on there that are all potentially going to be first-round picks.
And he's probably, this edge class off the top of my head, the best run stuffing guy, I'd say for sure.
Oh yeah, I think I would agree with that.
And he may even play inside.
Could play inside.
Chris Jones tight.
He's big. He's very big.
And I'm standing on that. And I might be doing a debate with my guy Anthony from the UK.
Lions' greatest hit says, I just totally impressed myself with the attempt at a Brad voice. Send it into one of us.
Send it in to us. We'll play on the show.
Yeah,
all right.
Everybody DM us. No. We'll wait until the end of February.
Everybody DM Chris your Brad Holmes impressions. Nick Squart was on there. 6'4", 280.
For squirting.
The guy, when I talked to Scott, he called him a Josh Pascal 2.0. I don't know if I feel that same way about him, because I saw him hit a couple spin moves and a little here, a little there.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, it's a college caliber tackle.
College
versus
is different.
NFL. Yeah. Savion Jones from LSU is an edge.
Yeah.
An outside linebacker, Chris Paul Jr. out of Ole Miss. Jalen McLeod.
He's already going to get drafted in the NFL.
Is that his son for real?
No, dude.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say.
I mean, I don't think so.
Look it up. I'm curious.
It's
now.
not. His son's probably like 15 right now.
What's Ole Miss's biggest rivalry?
Mississippi State.
They have Cliff Paul at Mississippi State.
No, his son's probably like in high school. Maybe.
Cody Lindenberg out of Minnesota took a formal interview. Kobe King, a Detroit native from Penn State linebacker.
Yeah.
Took an interview. Jay Higgins out of Iowa.
3 linebackers on that list, huh?
Yeah. Cody Hindenburg.
Wow.
Well, today's all linebackers and edges.
Oh, yeah, duh.
But, yeah, Chris Paul, Jalen McLeod, Cody Hindenburg, Kobe King, and Colin Oliver, and Barrett Carter, all linebackers.
Oh, man. I would like Jahad Campbell so much.
I'm here for it. I am here.
That's the guy I'm looking at. Should we just do it right now? I'll show you. Oh,
yeah,
we only got 3. We got 3 minutes left.
Show us your mock draft.
Let's go to break. We'll come back and do it.
All right.
Let me tell you about Caesar Sportsbook. Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. Tap in, use code word Woodward to get 25% off your first order. No, use code word Woodward 1000. Sorry, different read. I was crossing the beams there. Code word Woodward 1000. Your first bet up to $1,000 will be risk-free. That means you'll get it back in bonus bets. Scan that QR code above my head and use the special code there, Woodward 1000. Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Spin More Action.
Hello.
Chris here. Nicholas Koloff.
Yes, sir.
It's time for Spencer Morgan Raxers
Mock draft.
for the Detroit Lions 1.0.
All right. Yeah, first one I didn't really count, though.
Okay.
They just needed it for content.
Who'd you take? Just curious.
Huh?
The first one. Who'd you take?
Well.
This is your second one. Same guy?
Oh, no. I can't. I think it's Ivy. In the first round, their first pick of the draft, I have the Detroit Lions taking Jihad Campbell. I've already outlined why I think this is such a good pick, why I think he is a Brad Holmes, a Dan Campbell guy. I think he is going to fit right in there, and he will be a day one starter. And then in the second round, I have them doing exactly what I said. That's where you get your edge. That's where you get a guy that's going to come in here and provide some depth on that edge, because you got Zadarius Smith still. You got Josh Pascal still. So give me Jared Ivey, edge, out of Ole Miss. He is a guy that I like a lot. He is a very versatile player. You can move him in, you can move him out. He's good at stopping the run. He's got a good, nice bend to him coming off that edge. I think he'd fit in very well. And then I've got Tate Ratledge out of Georgia, interior offensive lineman there. I think just you get a big, ugly people mover in this draft as well. You can have him play center. You can have him play guard, depending on where you need him to fill in. I think this is a guy that would help you in that interior offensive lineman. And then I've got Ty Robinson, defensive lineman here. This is another guy. This is like a John Kaminsky type of guy. He is a big, 6'6", 295-pound guy. You can play him inside. You can play him outside. This is a guy that they would like. This is a guy that they're going to target, a type of player that they're going to target. I think Ty Robinson would fill that very well. And I got Jonas Anchor, safety, a big hitter, a big run stuffer. He's going to get downhill. He's going to make plays and get after those ball carriers. And then I've got Ja Joyner off of the edge. This is a guy that gets to the quarterback. This is a guy, he will, again, provide some depth in that defensive line room, because you're losing a lot of pieces in there. When you look at the guys that are potential free agents, you've got Levi Onwuzurike, Pat O'Connor, John Kaminsky, a lot of your depth pieces, a lot of your, even Al-Qadim Muhammad. So I think Ja Joyner bringing in here as another guy that you can rotate in there and get after the quarterback, I think would be extremely impressive. And then I got Will Shepard, the wide receiver, obviously. Big guy, 6'3", big playability. Him and Shedeur Sanders hooked up a lot at Colorado. I like him in a late round pick for the Detroit Lions to fill that Tim Patrick void of a big wide receiver on the edge.
I'm with the shits. Jihad Campbell, A+ for me. I'm a big fan. They said there's a couple tweaks coming to this defense. We don't know what they are. I suspect you could see a little bit of 3-4 fronts. That's just what it was when Calvin Shepard came in. That's what it was when Dan Campbell first came in. I think due to what we had, player personnel-wise, we made a shift to that 4-3. But right now, with that other edge, maybe go 3-4, and Jihad Campbell is that guy. Jared Ivey in the second round at pick 60, A+ for me. That is a – I don't want to be disrespectful, because I shout out to the guy. He supported me too, but Josh Pascal, like an upgraded version of that. I cannot wait to see what he runs in the 10-yard splits, how his burst off the line. Because it's another guy where I think you see a little bit of lack of sack production due to the way they asked him to play the run. I think that's what was Shamar Stewart's situation too. The rest of the names I am unfamiliar with, other than Ja Joyner, and I'm totally fine with it. What's with Will Shepard? One more time.
He's wide receiver from Colorado, 6'3", 215 pounds, big guy, high points the ball.
Give me a big guy.
Like good Tim Patrick replacement. And then Ty Robinson is out of Nebraska. Like I said, he's kind of a do-it-all kind of guy. Last year he had his best year with 7 sacks, but he is big. Let me see here exactly. Yeah, 6'6", 310. So, That's a guy you can move inside. You can move him outside. He's big, long. I think that he would be a great piece to bring in to have defensive line depth. He'd fit exactly what you like about Pat O'Connor and exactly what you like about John Kaminsky, and you bring in a guy here that can do it. He's been in Nebraska for a while.
Dumbo Jumbo, why would we go 3-4 if we got Z Smith? Good question. I think he could play the same way Michael Brockers did, that defensive end position that's really defensive tackle. He's big enough to hold that down. Aiden Hutchinson as well. I'm just throwing shit up there. I'm curious what the tweaks were, and we don't have another edge opposite of him other than Zarius Smith. They probably could stay 4-3. I'm just throwing out ideas. That's all I'm doing.
How are you doing?
What'd you think of his mock drafts, Nick?
I mean, in the first round, you're getting a blend of Micah Parsons and Fred Warner at 28.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm in on this. I think you get the upgraded defensive line depth that you're also looking for in the second round. I think that's the biggest thing to me out of this draft. I mean, if this guy is such the playmaker at linebacker where you can use him as an elite chess piece at everything that he does, I'm all in. If he's a linebacker, I don't, if Brad takes him, I don't blame him. And then just got to go defensive line draft or depth in the second round there.
Yeah.
If he doesn't go defensive line in the first 2 rounds, I will be pissed.
Chris, check Slack.
Okay. Jihad Campbell not defensive line, but you're fine with that because he
in the first 2 rounds, like
okay.
The way how you got the defensive lineman in the second round here.
Yeah.
Like you need to get a defensive lineman to help out.
It just depends,
but
man.
We've also seen him kind of strike out on 2 defensive linemen from the second round, where you're expecting a high upside kind of guy, and you really haven't gotten it between Levi and Pascal. Levi maybe because of injury, Pascal because I don't think he's that kind of player to give you high-end difference-making production, maybe more of just the run stuffer kind of Josh Pascal.
I don't want to read the comment.
And then the guy in the third round, the Tate Ratledge. This is, you got the picture of him, Chris?
It's saving as a web file, not a JPEG. So I'm trying to.
What an idiot!
I'm trying
to. How could you fuck that up?
Let me grab a different one.
You are just.
Damn it.
Extremely disappointing today.
I mean, and while he's looking for that, I like this mock draft, Spencer. But I'll say this: it does, and maybe this is a cop out. It feels too on the nose. It feels too
good. It was too good of a draft.
Yeah, Brad Holmes is always going to have his twists, his variables, whether it is trading up, and I know you weren't doing that, whether it's some type of movement in the draft or just selection in terms of what position groups he's going to attack and everything. So to me, I like everything you're saying. It does make sense to me. I'm just wondering if Brad Holmes goes wide receiver in the third round or something like throws some type of wrench in I
wouldn't hold it past him. I agree, but
I like it.
Like I said, this would be an A+ draft for me. I think I was really happy with this draft and how it went. All right, so this is Tate Ratledge. Okay. He's the interior offensive lineman out of Georgia. He is 6'6", 320 pounds. Look at this guy. Like, come on. That's a fucking Dan Campbell guy if I've ever seen it. Power mullet, dirt stash, got the Georgia headband. This is like I saw it was like how you need your offensive line made up is you need like 3 or 4 MAGA guys, a Polynesian, and a light skinned guard.
Put that picture back up there.
All right.
This is an actual photo of our boy Chase GPT if he wasn't so fucking picky.
Yeah.
The stash, the curly hair.
It's the guy's he's what an NFL offensive lineman looks like. I'm just saying. Guy's a freak too. He's been one of the best, offensive linemen at Georgia for a while now. He's been playing interior offensive lineman there, and I think if you could get him in the third round, this is a guy that, like I said, he's 6'6", 320 pounds. So
I saw a comment there that Jihad doesn't fit our scheme. We have a Sam linebacker in our scheme. When healthy, his name was Derek Barnes. He fluctuated between on the line as an edge and blitzer or dropping back into coverage. That's precisely what Jihad Campbell is.
Yeah.
He would definitely fit what we have, especially considering your new defensive coordinator is a linebacker coach.
Oh.
Jihad Campbell, the Sam spot, would fit perfectly.
Dude, would
be a W.
This makes me want Ratledge even more and would make Brad Holmes won Ratledge.
Wrestler, high school wrestler.
He was a 3-sport force at Darlington School. His very athletic versatility shone through as a football standout, a basketball player, and an accomplished shot putter. The son of former Tennessee Tech star Dean Ratledge. What?
You were missing the mic.
So they couldn't hear me at all?
It was
3-sport athlete, freak athlete in high school, played basketball, football, and track. Son of Dean Ratledge. Wow, I like this guy even more.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched him yet.
Devastating power at the point of attack with heavy hands that jars defenders on initial contact, consistently creating immediate displacement on drive blocks. Exceptional anchor ability and pass protection, displaying refined technique to absorb bull rushes while maintaining pocket integrity. Natural leverage player who consistently wins at pad level using his thick frame and strong base to control the point of attack.
Kind of looks like you.
Brings a nasty demeanor to the trenches, finishing blocks through the whistle while setting a physical tone that energizes the entire offensive line. Yeah, give me Tate Ratledge, dude.
What were your settings for this mock draft?
It was, I don't know, one of the 7 rounders.
No, I mean like the randomness.
Oh, I put them all in the middle, I think, and then put randomness at 1.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I like the things you got to say for sure. I'm not opposed to that at all whatsoever.
I think, you, like I said, you bring in a day 1 starter in Jahad Campbell. You bring in a great depth piece in Jared Ivey that could potentially grow into your guy next to Aiden Hutchinson. You bring in a nasty run blocker in that interior offensive line. You get a nasty safety that likes to tackle in the run game to replace an Ifeami Melifonwu. You add a big body wide receiver to replace Tim Patrick, and you add another defensive line depth piece.
Jahad Campbell was the number 1 edge recruit or prospect coming out of high school.
Well, what do you know?
I like that.
Micah Parsons.
Relax.
Keep it up. Let's get this train going.
No, we got to.
Yeah.
Nick, you want to cook up a mock draft for us tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do it.
You with the shits?
I'm with the shits.
I'm with this.
Let's go to break.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot to talk about when it comes to...
Yeah, we got an Around the League.
Yeah.
We're going to hit around the league.
Oh, yeah.
Then we'll do Red Wings, and then big game for the Pistons tonight. Breaking news for that game, by the way. Tell us about it, Chris.
So, as of now, no Jaylen Brown, no Drew Holiday, so they will be without a lot of their backcourt tonight. Look, man, it's lining up, and Friday is a back-to-back for Denver. So a couple of the players are already questionable for Friday's game. They're going to go today, but they're going to be questionable for Friday's game. So it's lining up for the Pistons to potentially have a good shot in both of these games. And if you get through these shots, then you got Brooklyn, a team that's hot right now, but definitely beatable. And that gets you to 10 wins. But one game at a time. Very excited to talk about this game for Detroit. I think this is a big one.
Yeah, that kind of changes things for me as well. Just those guys being out. My boy hit me up, asked me to go to this game. 1, your boy's broke to Friday, at least in terms of like what I want to spend. Paid a couple bills this week. You never want to spend more if you pay those things. 2, I don't want to go there and see them lose to the Celtics, because sometimes the Celtics they'll press the gas on us.
I went too.
Saying. But this version,
yeah,
super winnable.
Early in the season when they played the Celtics and lost, that was the game I went to.
They also beat the Celtics at full strength in TD Garden.
Yeah, so I feel like this is a different team.
Dunked on Derek White.
Last year?
Oh, yeah.
No, that was this year.
Really?
Yeah. I made a highlight about it.
We sure?
Malik Beasley and
I saw it.
Cade Cunningham were dapping up at the end.
Well, I know he dunked on him. I don't know when it was, though. Could have been last year. No clue.
No, I mean, Malik Beasley was in the game, so had to be this year.
Sure.
Let's go to break. We'll come back. Let me tell you about, we're going to go do an Around the League, but first let me tell you.
That had to be last year.
About Les Stanford. It's the Les Stanford Sign and Drive Sale. Get a 2024 Envision for only $239 per month, or try out the 2025 Sierra Crew Cab Elevation for only $249 per month. Don't forget about the 2025 Hummer EV SUV for $789 per month. 0 security deposit, 0 due at signing, 0 first payment, 0 acquisition fee. get to Les Stanford and check out their massive inventory at the Sign and Drive sale. Les Stanford Buick GMC, LesStanford.com.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, you know, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won.
This guy's got a hot girl. Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Heavyweights live on woodsports.com. I'm Eazy. Spin more racks.
Hello.
Chris, Nicholas Koloff. You know the boys. And you know Nick gets down when it's around the league.
He likes to bring it around town.
Around.
Stop on your right foot. Don't forget it.
All right, boys. There we go.
He's
Here.
out of control.
It's from SpongeBob.
All right. I'm fired up for this around the league.
Hell yeah.
We're going to start this one out hot. You guys ready for this?
Ready.
Yes, sir.
Matthew Stafford ran into Tom Brady at a ski resort in Montana. Reports are it was unplanned. Yeah, just like Mary-Kate Cornett ran into her boyfriend's dad in the bedroom. Also unplanned.
I don't know who that is.
She slipped, fell, and landed on his...
She banged... That guy banged her?
Allegedly.
Who is that?
This is one of the... It's not even a... I don't know. It's a whole rabbit hole.
What's she from?
She's
from famous?
Nothing.
She's from banging her dad?
She went viral for banging her boyfriend's dad, and allegedly the boyfriend stayed with her.
Wow. That's crazy.
Nobody saw this. Dude.
Yeah, but at the same time, there was no... I saw it.
Good for the
There was no evidence of this. It's just like, there's just people saying it happened.
Good for the dad.
Definitely good for the dad. I got to be honest, too.
That's life talk.
I think it's Kevin from Barstool who does those like little quick
KFC,
breakdowns.
yeah.
KOC. He's like,
KFC.
piece of shit dad? No, son. If it's there and it looks like that, I'm taking it.
I mean...
And I'm doing you a favor.
Doing
that's
you a
just
favor.
happening already.
Yep.
If I'm fucking... Yeah. Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting him down saying, son, I banged your girlfriend.
She's a hooah.
She's a...
Get her out of here.
And sure, they were at a ski club.
That's probably how I got her. She looks like...
Yeah, all right. What do you think about Stafford and the Raiders? You like ski... Whatever, unplanned, just like the Cabo, just like the Cabo thing with Sean McVay. Yeah, that was unplanned. Matthew Stafford's a sleazebag over here.
He is a little
He kind of is a little sleazebag. Not gonna lie.
What do you guys think? Stafford and the Raiders?
Listen, he obviously wants a bag. I don't think he gives
a
fuck about winning.
No, he doesn't.
Otherwise, he wouldn't be crying for this fucking $50 million. Go get your money and lose with the Raiders. I don't care.
Yeah.
What receivers they got right now? So that's Jacoby Myers.
That's it.
Oh, the fucking
Brock Bowers.
You're not going to do anything. You're just going to move to Vegas, make a lot of money, and whatever. Good for you.
Hopefully he cheats on his wife in Vegas.
If it was a team I could see them win. He went to the Giants. That's interesting to me. Like him and Malik Neighbors. I think they got to draft an offensive line to protect them. Not me. Who cares?
Really. Yeah.
It ain't getting clipped.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Matt Stafford.
Do you think he goes to the Raiders?
Was it a ski resort you said?
Yes.
That's so funny because the last one was in Cabo.
And then this, yeah.
It's the exact opposite.
So it's in Montana.
It's fucking Tom Brady. He's probably going to the Raiders. Yeah.
Unbelievable. He's definitely going to the Raiders after this shit. All right, fellas. Jonathan Allen is on the trade block as a productive defensive lineman. Are you interested in adding him to the Lions? The cap hit is $22 million, but he has a $15.5 million base salary. He's on the last year of his deal.
I'm gonna say if I was playing Madden, yes.
Yeah, if you're playing Madden, you'd like.
But I know how Brad operates. He's not doing this.
Not a
shit.
chance.
So I'm not gonna allow myself to think about it.
Nope. Yeah, obviously, yeah, you would like him, but no, it doesn't. Trade for him to sign him, not gonna happen.
All right. Speaking about a guy that wants a lot of money, T. Higgins probably gonna be the odd man out in Cincinnati. Predict his next landing spot.
Denver.
Who needs a receiver right now?
Denver.
Raiders, Denver,
Chargers.
Chargers makes a lot of sense. I would love for him to go to the Chargers.
Chargers would be crazy.
That's just off the top of my head. I can't really think of anybody else.
I mean, everybody would pay for a receiver.
Who's a good receiver that
Packers?
doesn't have a...
Oh, looking for that number one.
Looking for the number one.
Is he... Yeah, he could be number one.
He's definitely... He's better than
Yeah.
anybody on the Packers.
I'm not going to disrespect him like that. Yeah. Where do you want him to go?
I don't want him to go to the Commanders. I'll tell you that straight up.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Him and Terry would be nasty.
I like him to the Chargers most.
I like him to the or I think he goes to the Commanders. If it hits the open market, they give
Super
Jaden
Bowl Wilson
Daniels.
says Kansas City.
They don't. They're not in the business like super overpaying these wide receivers. And
Yeah.
obviously, he wants to be paid.
Not a chance he goes to KC.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? But
Were they going to drop out
Wow.
$25+ million for him?
Developing story here. Sorry, Nick, to
We
steal
got
your
some
thunder.
breaking news.
Colts plan to add a quarterback, hold competition with Anthony Richardson. It said via trade, draft, or free agency.
Whoa.
That's terrible.
I mean, yeah.
Matthew Stafford to the Colts? We know Irsay likes to fucking throw that shit around.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, he could learn a lot from Stafford.
Irsay bought a dying whale. I'm sure he'd be fine.
That's what I was
buying
gonna say. Hey, maybe
dying Stafford.
safer transportation methods this time.
Xavier D says Texans.
Panthers.
I don't know that Panthers. They have no receivers.
No receivers.
All due respect to the
Goes
guys
to
that are
Adam
there.
Thielen. Adam Thielen cooked me for 35 points in the championship game.
Yeah, but who wants to play for a
I think
4-8
Panthers.
quarterback?
Me personally, go get my guy Justin Herbert, a wide receiver. Another one. Obviously, he's got the
Lad McConkey.
Yeah, big Lad McConkey guy in
Conkster.
last year's draft.
Lad would be a really
That's no one.
The Conkemeyer.
Stop trying to make fetch.
All right, what else you got, Nick?
Lad would be a great number 2.
Yes.
Phenomenal number
Like
2.
he
Are
was
you kidding me?
already. He's already like.
You got T. Higgins
one.
taking
And they
double
had him-
teams,
and
and then
they-
Lad
Dude,
would
they
fuck
signed
shit
T.
up.
Higgins. They draft Colston Loveland. They got Lad McConkey.
Oh.
I haven't taken Coastal Loveland.
That would be nasty.
Remember, I thought he was going to be a Charger.
The
Brock
Giants
Bowers would
maybe
be a
with
Charger
their
for sure.
add someone next to Malik. Would they do that or would
Giants?
they? Yeah.
No, they
For
just got
Stafford
Malik
or
Neighbors.
Higgins? Nah.
I mean, they're gonna have a
They need
rookie
a quarterback. That's what they need. They need to go get Matthew Stafford.
All right, fellas. This was let me start this over. Jamar Chase will get paid the highest non-quarterback in the league, said the Bengals GM, I believe. We want to make him the highest paid non-quarterback in the league. Taylor said, Jamar is always going to be our priority. He's a fantastic football player. He's going to end up being the number 1 paid non-quarterback. Justin Jefferson makes $35 million a year. How? Over, under $38 million for Jamar Chase.
Over. He's going to be over 40. Jamar Chase is a dog. He's the best receiver in the world.
I think he'll be right at that 38. And I don't like overpaying receivers. I think it's gross. But that guy's kind of worth it.
He's definitely
Jamar Chase is a fucking
He's a
dog.
difference maker, bro.
He was running plays. He catches. He could.
He's
play
the best
slot.
receiver in the league.
Yeah, I got no issue with that. I would be perfectly fine with saying that. And obviously, him and Joe Burrow have phenomenal
Burrow,
chemistry.
Spencer, look at the TV.
Fucking
Look at the TV.
Justin Jefferson at LSU, dog.
Oh.
Ah, you missed it, Spencer.
What was it?
ESPN compared Grant and
Victory
Cade.
lap.
What
But,
was Cade's all higher?
No, they're just.
Don't know. You didn't watch. Guess you
They're just
can't.
side by
Guess you
side.
can't take credit.
And we're trying to
Well,
keep people
speak
watching
up.
our show, so we're not talking about
Cousin?
other shows.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Oh, hey, look.
You do that all the time.
Yeah, but I'd make sure it's still there.
Oh,
well, I was
went
saying it
away.
for a second.
You can't control
for
that.
seconds.
All right, fellas. Ben Johnson continues throwing
Did I
shade
send this video?
to the Detroit Lions, not just Jared Goff himself. Chicago coming up to
You
being
did not send
my
it, but
most
send it.
hated team in the North. Rank yours.
I mean, it's obviously yours because you love the Vikings, and Aaron Rodgers
It's
isn't
like
there
close. I said rank your guys.
I still hate the Packers more, but the Bears are definitely number 2. I don't know. The Vikings suck too.
Rank your most hated teams.
Bears number 1.
Packers,
My whole
Bears,
life.
Vikings.
Yeah. My bad, Chris.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson, wildin', bro.
Yeah, he's talking a lot of shit.
Fucking crazy. I just sent the video to Chris.
This one, you're right. This was lighthearted.
This one was a little bit more lighthearted.
He was
But
joking.
he doesn't have to say it.
Doesn't have to say, and it was a bad joke too.
Horrible.
Like he was like, unlike Jared Goff. Jared Goff.
Oh. Well, I gotta be honest with you though. Him and Jared Goff kind of had that relationship.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys be the judge of it, but like, I don't know if you
It
guys
was
remember.
definitely, he was definitely joking.
Throughout the season last year, they talked about racing each other with the 40 times, and Ben was like, "I'm definitely faster than Jared Goff." Like talking shit about. They're friends. This one felt lighthearted, but
I don't think they're friends anymore. I'll tell you that.
oh, they're friends. Dude.
They are not friends.
Why are they not friends?
Bro, the amount of shit that has come out in the last 2 days about him having every opportunity he can to talk about Jared Goff, saying, yeah, this quarterback is so much better at this, and this, and this, and this. Not like my old team. Like, come on, dude.
Nick.
He could literally say everything he wants to glaze his quarterback now. Doesn't have to take the shot at Jared Goff.
Nick, it's not a shot at Jared Goff though.
It's
He just like it's the first time in
announcing
my
it.
career I had a guy that could extend plays outside the structure.
It's announcing it out loud, but he's said that, but he also says it about his work ethic and willing to get better.
Yeah.
Why does he have to say that after the athletic parts?
That's what he is.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I feel like
That's a very common thing.
I feel like
you
people
think Caleb Williams after last year doesn't want to work and get better.
I believe he does. He doesn't have to group that with, not like my other team.
No, he didn't say that. No, you got to
He
be
said
say
that first
that.
and then went on a rant about it.
He didn't say not like my other team. No.
All right, let's
somebody
see,
went on a rant about
let's
that's
see
not
this
what he
video
said
today.
But no, I'm still talking. Let's can we wait? Goddamn.
Well, he said it's okay.
I know, but just
I thought you were talking.
He's taking unnecessary shots at Detroit as a whole. Honestly,
not.
he is.
What?
Yes, he is. He was saying shit about our defense today. You're putting your defense up in a situation where they can't stop a
No, that was
rushing
yesterday.
quarterback.
Chris, grab the video. We got to rewatch
was
that.
Play
yesterday.
that shit. Yeah, you guys be
He
the
just
judge.
said it's demoralizing seeing that happen to
Seeing
your
your
defense.
defense not being able to stop them.
Seeing it happen to your
See
defense.
that happen to your defense.
What? I think we had it on here. Ben Johnson is at attack again. Curb and Amik react to Ben Johnson. Why are Kirby Joseph and
Because they
Amik
are
Robertson?
offended. They are offended because they got.
Exactly.
But there's no disrespect to Jared Goff because what he said is true. He said that this guy's
Can we
mobile.
play it?
This guy
Yeah.
can break plays out of the
And he's not
pocket,
taking
outside the
shots
structure.
as Detroit as a whole. That's a reach.
To see
Let's play the
Kirby
video,
and
then have the
Amik
argument.
Robertson go to social media, which players do in this age when they're pissed or feeling slighted. That is what is happening here. All of these clips coming out about Ben Johnson.
It was
taking
Easy's
shots.
tweet.
Exactly. I mean, they were reacting to it.
Yeah, I mean the defense. I can see the defense taking offense.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Detroit as a
what?
whole.
But
a
you're
whole
saying
team.
Goff.
The
though. You're
defense,
saying shit on
defense
JG.
taking offense for what?
Because they think it got. He's like, it was demoralizing to watch your fucking defense get raped like that.
Yeah.
By
I
running
probably shouldn't use that
quarterbacks.
word.
And that's fair.
By the way, don't listen to anything a Tor says. He's a
he
fucking
doesn't
liar.
need to say that,
why you
though,
just say
Spencer.
shit?
Why not?
I hate this
He
guy.
is
Fucking says shit.
stirring. He is stirring the goddamn pot. I'm here for it because these players are already pissed off. I dig it when it comes to that. He doesn't have to, but I mean, he made this breakup 10 times easier. I'll tell you that. As if I didn't already hate him and wish the worst for him. I 100% do now. I hope he.
Let's
Back
run
to
the
the
clips.
desk.
Do
Back to
the
the
one
desk.
from
Do the one from today.
do the one
right.
from today, then we'll look at the one from
The one from
yesterday. From State Tudian.
Penei Sewell looked like he was ready to throw a pass, and it is very rare for an offensive lineman to throw a pass.
The best part of that was he threw a dime every single time in practice. We probably took that for 3 weeks, and it was a dime. It was better than some other people.
Right.
Jared Goff. He's pretty darn good throwing on the move. So
I like it.
He's a freak.
I
He's a
like it.
freak.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, when we were at
Yeah, that's a nothing burger. He was just making a joke. All right, Nick.
That's not the clip I was talking about.
No,
It's
I
when he
know.
talked
Yeah, I
about-
know.
What
We
do
were
you make
talking
of that
about the
one,
one
though?
yesterday.
Yeah.
We already,
I mean,
this is
also,
the one from
that
today.
one, obviously, he didn't need to do that. Like, at all.
Yeah, he
like,
did
he
not
thinks
need
he's
to do
fucking
that.
funny.
That
That
was
was
him
funny.
trying. That was
After
a
he's
nerd
already
trying to
done-
make a joke, and it
After
wasn't
he's
funny.
already done
It
multiple
was, I laughed my
interviews.
ass off,
And
I'm not gonna lie.
nah,
Yeah, 'cause
I
you
just-
hate Jared Goff.
I don't know. That I hate
I
Jared
think
Goff.
he's-
Just the throw on the run. He just doubled down on it. I don't know if he knew the reactions were going on
Yeah.
yesterday when he had that interview, but obviously he made the statements about Jared Goff not extending plays or making plays outside of structure, which is true. and then just say Penny's a better mobile quarterback.
It was a joke, dude. It was obviously a joke.
Yeah.
Do you not think it was a joke? You think he actually thinks Penei Sewell is better at throwing the ball than Jared Goff?
No, he's not better at throwing the ball than Jared Goff, but throwing the ball on the run.
Do you think Penei's
a better athlete than Jared Goff?
Oh, come on, dude.
What? Penei Sewell's not a better athlete than Jared Goff?
I didn't say that.
Okay, well, you said, come on, dude, after I made that
yeah,
statement.
but if you think he's actually being serious there, you're a cousin.
No, he's joking around.
It was an obvious joke.
But, there may be some truth there.
I guarantee
We're going
Jared
over,
Goff
Chris.
is not friends with Ben Johnson after all this shit.
I think they probably are.
They're 100% still
I think they're still buddies.
Oh, my God!
Nick!
You guys are
all right,
crazy!
play the one from yesterday. Play the one from yesterday.
All right.
Can you mute our mics? Because I got to watch it on my other...
Out of structure, the off schedule, the creation, that's what stands out the most, because that's really the way that this league's going right now, it seems like. As much as you want to make it pure progression 1 to 2 to 3, there's just too much variety. The pass rush is coming down, and to have an athlete like Caleb extend the play and potentially find an explosive down the field, that's what gets me going a little bit. I get excited thinking about that because I haven't really been around that since I've been in the league. But I've been on the other side and I've experienced it, and it's demoralizing when you're on the other side and you're watching that happen to your defense.
There is all truth. There's nothing.
He's not taking shots at the whole city.
I guess maybe if him saying he's excited, that's what gets him going as a coach. Maybe take offense to that.
I mean, but I don't know Ben. I'm not
Ben Johnson's friend. The way Jared Goff knows him, the way they got their good relationship. You know that my perspective of him is he likes to be challenged.
Yeah,
he likes to create, and having a guy that can create outside the structured play allows you to do a lot of the weird shit he likes to do, like the stumble bum. And he's probably excited about that challenge.
Yeah, and it's still fuck Ben Johnson forever.
For sure.
I don't think these are just blatant attacks on the Detroit. He's just talking about his guy, and I mean, he's not wrong.
Now I need yours from this, because where are we at? How is this more offensive than truth?
You guys think this is all fun and games? Yeah, Ben Johnson. Oh yeah, Jared Goff doesn't give a shit. Oh, we're just buddies. Let me go trash you in the media for 2 days straight, doing the biggest sports podcast in the world, saying the same exact shit. Ben Johnson is trashing A, Jared Goff, and B, the defense in this little slight here. Yeah, it's demoralizing when you can't stop it as a defense.
It is.
How is that trashing him?
It is.
Jared Goff is not mobile. Jared Goff doesn't throw the ball on the run. Jared Goff doesn't make plays outside the structure.
He doesn't need to say this over and over and
But he's talking about his guy and his excitement to coach that.
In one clip, I mean, he said it on Part of My Take as well, the biggest sports podcast ever.
What are you saying, Part of My Take?
Similar to this.
Because it's true, though. He's just making a statement.
Yeah.
He's never had that type of quarterback. I would argue Ryan Tannehill was probably that to the degree. I don't know if he's long enough to experience that, but this is truth. It's not a dig at him.
I don't think they're shots either.
The only thing I think he meant them
with
the Penei line, but that's obviously a
joke. That
was
an obvious joke, yeah. And it's like I said, it's a nerd trying to make a joke, and that's why nobody laughed except for himself.
By the way,
it was demoralizing for me to see Jaden Daniels go up and down the field on the defense. It was demoralizing for me to see Brock Purdy rush for 50-plus yards in the second half of the NFC Championship game. He's not wrong. If they were healthy, does it go down like that? Probably not. But yeah, that's not fun to watch.
I have a theory too, because I'm sure the defense seen his fucking turnovers, and they're looking at Ben when J-Mo's throwing.
That is true too. Oh yeah,
everyone said J-Mo had the worst fucking arm of the team.
Yeah.
So the defense is like, what the fuck? You keep turning the ball over. Yeah, we're gonna get our fucking asses right.
Honestly, that's probably what because Kirby quoted Eazy's tweet, and with a picture of Peter Griffin wearing a trench coat and glasses and standing in the corner, and that's probably what it was in reference to. That game was more on the offense than it was on the defense.
Yeah,
and it was on Ben Johnson's play calling and the turnovers more than it was.
And then Meek said something too.
Yeah. Meek was like, I'm saying, or something like that.
Yeah,
that's what that means. I think. I don't think that's those guys seeing him say it's demoralizing to see that happen as a dig. I think it's those guys saying, bro, this is more your fault than it was our fault.
If the Lions bounce back now and produce a top 10, top 7 defense, I want 10% gratuity for the motivation aspect there.
Oh, that's true.
I'm just saying, your boy Eazy here, putting in work, making these guys great.
Yeah.
Just say it.
He said, all right, I just went back and listened to it. All right. So he said this, from what's different from where I came from, 3 things that he said. He said he can improvise, true. He said he has the intangibles, true. Wants to be coached. That's a fucking shot. You cannot tell me that it's not.
Was the question, what are the differences?
He said this is what's different.
But what was the question that led up to that?
What do you see in Caleb Williams?
Okay.
And he said, this is what is different from, specifically, wasn't asked about Detroit.
Well, that's the only place that he's been. That's the only quarterback that he's worked with this.
He was asked to describe Caleb, and he said this, didn't have to at all. Did not have to say anything about Detroit. Said, this is what's different than where I came from.
He was offensive coordinator. He's obviously going to say something about his time in Detroit. That's what got him the job.
In this specific question, when talking about Caleb Williams, he could have just glazed his new quarterback. He didn't have to say all this stuff about, literally before that, saying he brought up this is what's different from where I came from, and then ending it with he wants to be coached. Like, I feel like that's a shot. And I'm tired of the shot already. I think this is almost like the McVay shit all over again. You want McVay? Let me just blame Goff, blame Goff, blame Goff.
No one's blaming Goff for just making statements that are true.
Goff had a bad game before he left. Ben Johnson, I'm just blaming Goff, blaming Goff, blaming Goff.
It's not blaming Goff.
They're just making statements that are true. Too hard on this.
I think you're overreacting.
That's how I felt after I've seen all these clips. I'm going to come to the air with it. I think
Can you clip that and send it to Chris? Because I want to see how he says it. Because if he's like, this is what's different.
It's on my...
Because Goff doesn't not want to be coached. So maybe that was just an extra thing about Caleb, and that's not what was different.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys are being way too soft on Ben Johnson here.
No, I think you're just looking to get riled up.
I don't think so. I mean, fuck this guy. He's taking every shot that he can.
It's always fuck Ben Johnson. We were getting yelled at for saying that.
Seems like he's smartest guy in the room, smart ass right now, same way McVay was, and he is taking every chance that he can, saying I was in a very bad position because Goff couldn't fucking get out of the pocket. That is what he's saying right now publicly for the first time since everything. Is it true that he can't get out of the pocket? Yeah, fucking man up and take it. Like, why? Like, he's saying this. Like, it is almost like he is giving excuses, and I don't like that at all.
I just think his comparisons of where he was last time. I listened to the Big Cat stuff. I didn't finish it all the way through. Maybe I glossed over that part if he did say that. It's nothing, Burger. It's just making statements that are true about his time here with the quarterback that he had. Going back to when he was here, he had made statements like, we give Goff the throws he can make. That's the whole reason why him and Goff sat down in that the fucking film room for 3 days straight with Chick-fil-A and fucking whatever else they're getting to get the offense down.
Yep.
Jared Goff, if you go look right now, EPA between the numbers, he is number 1. That's because that's where Jared Goff operates most efficiently.
Yes.
Go look at play actions. Jared Goff is number 1 because that's where Jared Goff operates most efficiently. That's just how he operates as a quarterback. That's where he's best as a quarterback. You're not going to sit there and ask him to drop back fucking 20 times.
You're not going to ask him to do bootlegs. You're not going to ask him to try to throw on the run.
You're not asking him to throw outside the numbers. You're not asking him to extend plays.
Square peg, round hole. You ask him to do what he's done at a high level. That's what he did.
We'll get that video more, continue this conversation as well. But we do have to go to break. We're well over it. I got to tell you guys about jars.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you guys about jars.
My name's Ron Burgundy.
All right, Woodward sports fans, whether you're hitting a game or simply just chilling, Jars Cannabis has you covered. Jars is home to Michigan's largest lineup of recreational cannabis products. They've got 27 locations across the state, repping Michigan in a big way. 9 locations are right here in Metro Detroit, so there's always one nearby. And if you're in Grand Rapids, Madison Heights, or Milan, get ready because new stores are coming your way. Go to jarscannabis.com to find one near you and get your favorite product today.
Love Woodward Sports? Love love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
What up, though? Welcome back. Woodward Heavyweights Live, woodwardsports.com. I'm Eazy, Joe Bison Rex. I'm Chris, Nicholas Koloff. I mean, do you think Jared Goff's motivated by these comments?
No. I don't think that's the kind of stuff he worries about or the things that motivate him. I think Jared Goff is a much more motivated individual before that. I don't think this is going to be like, oh, he said I can't run. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to run for 500 yards.
Yeah.
What is he going to do?
Doing that.
No, you don't.
He did run more this year.
He did run more this year. I liked it. He
did. He took the yards when they were available to him.
I'm gonna rewatch that episode. I'm sweat everything this fucking guy is gonna do this year.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be the most efficient year as a Detroit Lion. So he's gonna run more. He's just more familiar with the offense. That's what you expect. That's why I can't credit the cohesiveness and continuity with Ben Johnson and then the rest of the coaching staff as well as these players, and then just pretend it's gonna be the exact same when we get a new coaching staff. I gotta see it first.
And I gotta say, he will be motivated. Do you guys not remember
because of what Ben Johnson said?
Do you remember the Ryan Fitzpatrick? I didn't know I was a poor man's anybody. This
guy
listens.
Call him a poor man's anybody.
This guy listens. He does.
So what's he gonna do? He's gonna go out there. He's gonna run for 400 yards.
No. You guys
I'm mobile. I showed you.
You guys are acting like this is all jokes. You guys are acting like Jared's gonna call him to ask Ben Johnson to be the godfather of his baby here. Like, this is not the relationship.
Shit, he should after he fucking saved his career.
No, he should not, dude. He's the enemy. He's the enemy.
He's definitely the enemy. It is fucking Ben Johnson.
And he can't keep his fucking ex-girlfriend out of his mouth right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of right at that point.
Definitely not wrong about that.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I just don't think what he's saying is offensive.
His first offensive coordinator experience, so it's definitely going to be something that he draws from. But he's definitely talking about the Lions a lot.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I feel like that's media too. Like I feel like part of it is just him playing into, okay, if it's F me Detroit, like Bears, Lions, like I do think there is that part of it too. I'm with you guys. I don't think it's that serious, but I also think it's for him. It's like, let me try to like get involved in the rivalry, and because he's a dork, it's just not landing well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's that as much, but he's definitely a dork. I agree with the dork.
Dweeb.
Part. Yeah.
And
Nick, would you say that Caleb Williams is more mobile than Jared Goff?
Yes, no shit.
Why are you taking shots?
Yeah, why are you taking shots? Why are you taking shots?
I agree with a lot of what he's saying.
Then why are you taking shots?
That's not what I said here. He doesn't have to talk about his other team prior to saying this about Caleb Williams. Does he?
I mean,
does
it's
he have to say that?
It's the only thing he draws the experience from.
When he's talking about
any fucking
kid
that watches football in 7th grade can look at a guy and say, "Oh yeah, that quarterback's mobile."
If you got a job doing a soundboard at ESPN, would you talk about how you originally learned how to do things?
This is a different story. Don't try to spin zone.
No,
that
that's a
shit
good
at
one. He
all.
got you.
Don't try to spin
he got
zone
you.
this shit
You'd
at
be
all.
like,
That was
yeah.
his first
And I'm
job.
gonna say-
That was his first job cultivating and working with a quarterback at that level. That's obviously what he's going to draw comparisons from.
It'd be
I don't
you
think
saying,
it's that crazy
hey,
to say.
Spin
I
zone.
worked Woodward Sports with a rinky-dink soundboard. I can't wait to get my hands on this one with a few extra buttons. You know, that's all.
What are you excited about in this opportunity with this great new board? Oh, this got all the bells and whistles I have ever wanted.
They've
Not
ever
that
wanted.
you just said
You've
you
ever
just-
wanted.
you just
Not
did
that
it.
my last one was a piece of
But you
shit.
did the same thing.
Basically.
No, that's the full sentence.
You literally just said the same thing
You
Ben
literally
Johnson
just
did.
did
I
the Ben
didn't say-
Johnson.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
That all the
that.
bells and whistles I ever
I've
wanted.
ever wanted.
That's what he's.
I've never worked
That's what I
with
said.
before.
I've never been with a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
I never had a guy that's in place. It gets me going.
It's
And I
literally the
want
same
this.
thing
I
you
want
just
this
said.
on. I
That
want
was
this
awesome.
on
We got
facts.
him.
I want this on facts. Yeah, because you guys are spin zoning bullshit right
We
now.
know
So
that.
fucking
That's
riled
not
up.
spin zone.
I'm
Come on,
fucking
man.
wax. I'm saying this.
Okay.
Ben Johnson will go 1-5 in the division next year.
Ooh.
Mic drop. You already called out the Green Bay Packers head coach.
You already pissed off the Green Bay
Vikings,
Packers.
I mean, you already got the rivalry with them, and I guarantee
Yeah.
the Lions are coming out firing more than ever because Ben Johnson is saying all this bullshit.
Having
1-5.
that shitty team and then directly taking shots at the Green Bay, like, bro, relax.
Yeah, Matt LaFleur is going to buy. Matt LaFleur's a bitch too, dude.
He is a bitch. Matt LaFleur's definitely a bitch. I honestly think he psyched himself out a few times last year, too. Watching that, because we were rooting for Green Bay in that one, because the Vikings, Detroit Lions competing for the number 1 seed, would have been a wrap at that point. He choked in that game so hard. I feel like Matt LaFleur. Like, for whatever reason, they just didn't pass the ball until the final 2 minutes.
Nick, how do you feel about this one? Gromit0237 says Ben lives rent free in Lions fans' heads.
I
We
think we live
obviously
rent-free
live in
his.
his.
Well, why are you listening to his press conference if he's not your coach?
I don't listen to his press
That was me.
conferences. What are you talking about?
You just said you listened to him on Big Cat. You listened to the last
Oh,
thing.
I
yeah.
listened to part of my take, and I was looking for a clip for the show, which I obviously.
It's fair. So would you say he's in your head as much as you are in his?
I just said 1-5 against the division. I don't think the Bears are going to be as successful.
I don't think
as
they're gonna have-
as previously thought, because I think Ben Johnson, hearing all of this stuff, might be in way over his fucking head.
I love this dude.
Ben Johnson is no leader of fucking men.
I agree with
I agree
that.
with that.
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
think
definitely
Aaron
gotta
Glenn
be
will be a
proven.
better coach than Ben Johnson, but 1-5. I mean, that's not crazy. That's not crazy. They're definitely still
Jay
the worst
Washington
team in the
says
division.
who the Bears beat in the division. Who's that one?
Yeah, the Vikings. Your Vikings.
Yeah, probably the Vikings.
I think the Vikings
Rookie
will take a
quarterback.
step
That makes
back.
sense.
The Vikings, I think, will finish third in the division this year.
ETN's an
Bears
8-9
fourth?
record coming.
Bears 4, yeah.
How many games they win this year? 5?
Bears?
Yeah, 5 or 6. They had that 4-game winning streak.
More.
I think they've only won 1 game after. I could be wrong.
Dude, and they got 2 guys. The head coach, not a leader of men.
5-12.
Quarterback, not a leader of men. What are we doing here? Bears are about to be a disaster. Keep talking about your ex, Ben Johnson.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. Neither is Nick.
I was not planning.
No, that's what I'm
on-
saying. I'm saying Nick's not wrong.
Nick's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
wrong.
yeah, Nick's
No,
not
I
wrong.
was, I was not planning on this.
Not wrong at all. I'm just, I don't know. It didn't get me. Like, it obviously got Nick.
I knew it would get people. That's why I posted it.
Yeah. It didn't. Yeah, you did.
It is kind of funny. People like freaking out like he's modern Vic or some shit. He's not.
It didn't really get me. But Nick's right. He doesn't need to talk about.
Full stop. Thank you.
It's not like he said it would be better with the mobile quarterback. He said I never had one. I'm excited
it's
to
not
see.
like you say Caleb Williams is a better player than Jared Goff.
Yeah,
you know?
he's just excited to see what it's like with one. After seeing what fucking Jaden Daniels
Yeah,
did
it's
to
like
us.
when you've done your missionary with your girlfriend all, for the 2 years you've been dating her.
Yeah.
And then you break up with her and you get a new freak bitch that likes to do a lot of different shit. Like, yeah, I'm excited to try some of that.
This is literally Ben Johnson. Like,
Might not be as efficient as the solid missionary, but it's fun.
Jared Goff, the missionary of quarterbacks, is wild.
Jared Goff is the missionary of quarterbacks. It's old-fashioned.
Ben Johnson
Gets the job done.
Keith says MSU's up 11-6 on Maryland right now, so that's good.
Ben Johnson talking about Caleb Williams is like this.
Because I'm going to get it right up in ya.
He cannot stop.
Did you see my top 5 black guys list? Did you like it?
I didn't see it.
I can grab those.
Yeah.
I was looking at them. They're
Grab
Slack.
mine. Don't.
Okay.
Chase had some wild ones.
Yeah, Chase's was crazy.
Chase had John Henry. That was a good pull by Chase.
I saw Chase's.
John Henry's a good pull.
I had to look up who that was.
That's the dude that beat the
I didn't know that was
machine.
a thing. I had to look it up today.
No?
Watch you shorts on it. Yeah.
I think
a good
KG had the best list.
KG had a good list.
Let's go to break. Tell us about Feldman Chevrolet.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you. And catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
On over to WoodwardSports.com, click that shop tab and get some brand new merch. All sizes, all variations of clothes for all teams. Go to WoodwardSports.com,
Really
click that shop tab today, and get some brand new merch.
I
didn't hear what
shout
you said,
out to the Detroit Red Wings. Got the points last night. Fucking lick back, because obviously the way we lost to them, we had the lead up in the third, and they came back, won the game. Very fucking annoying. We did the same thing to them last night.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was tied in the third.
It's 2-0 lead at first.
But we had one hit the bar. Was it Casper's?
Yep. Yeah, Casper hit the post. Yeah, that was a good get back, dude. There's a picture in there actually of Edvinson. It should be in downloads.
I sent I think I might have sent the same one.
The one.
Oh no. Put that one first.
There's a picture.
Easy, I got the one you sent.
Edvinson in there.
You got the one I sent?
Oh yeah, this dude.
Okay.
Simon Edvinson.
Put it up.
Like
I put it all on the same thing or no?
No, it's separate.
All right. So here's Simon Edvinson after the winner.
And now.
Yeah.
He's a psychopath.
Total
and if
psychopath.
we had Spade's other picture, you'd see why.
Yeah, this
Winding
guy
up in the neutral zone.
This guy is so good. He is a better offensive defenseman than Mo Seider. You love to see him getting more involved. Obviously, the 2 goals. You had the Swedish connection on that third goal where Soderblom went coast to coast, was weaving in and out of guys, drew everybody in the corner, kicked it to Johansson, then Johansson hit Edvinson wide open in the slot. But just 2 absolute rips from Edvinson.
Shout out to Casper on that first assist, too.
Shout out to Casper.
That was sick.
That was not.
I thought it was Raymond at
Casper's
first.
a good playmaker, man. He's had some very highlight level assists so far this year.
He was quiet for a minute. Like the games. Well, I guess there was the break too.
Yeah,
that made it seem that way.
You need guys like that to step up. You needed some secondary scorers, and Edvinson getting a couple goals last night was very impressive.
How'd you feel about Talbot?
He needs to stop letting in soft goals. That can't continue.
I'm not liking that. It's 2 games now.
Yeah.
Granted, maybe both against the Wild. Maybe they just have his number.
Maybe he's a little rusty.
Yeah, but he's 37 years old. I know I shouldn't have expectations to win if we do make the playoffs.
No.
But
I mean, hockey, anything can happen.
Yeah, wait. Why do you say that?
You're right. No, you're right. I'm wrong on that.
Jesus, Nick.
This team is.
But Talbot is not. I'm losing a little bit of confidence in my man. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, I came out a little.
No,
hard
you're
on
good.
that.
I love that. Keep that.
Since McClellan, 14-4-1. All right, why are we gonna lower expectations when this team's been on a heater? This is a whole different team.
I'm just saying Talbot and goal these last two outings.
Yeah.
That's how you win.
Pretty
in the
disappointing.
Playoffs. How you win in the playoffs is having a hot goaltender.
Hopefully, Lyon gets hot.
Maybe Lyon, maybe Talbot, maybe they get hot. But your number 1 goaltender right now is sitting in Grand Rapids, and he won't be up here until next year.
How'd you feel about the defense without Kopp?
I mean, you're gonna need guys to step up. Like, you've got a lot of two-way forwards on this team, though. So, like, Lucas Raymond has become a good two-way forward.
Yeah.
Obviously, Larkin is a two-way forward. What you miss Kopp about the most is the face-offs. Like, the defense is important, especially between, when he's centering the line with DeBrincat and Kane. You need a guy out there that can play some defense, but you miss the face-offs with Kopp the most.
You think that might have been the difference between that first game? Because we were whooping their ass.
Possibly. It very well could be. I mean, they were getting a lot of shots on net. It's just they weren't getting bounces in that first period. And then you saw the takeoff.
I think the biggest spot where you saw, Kopp not there and Rasmussen specifically, Larkin's getting bodied by Middleton.
Yeah, but he got punched a lot of times,
There
too.
was nobody to defend him.
Yeah.
That is what concerns me. I saw Raymond getting bodied a couple
I
times.
thought Sherrod would do something.
Dude.
We missed
Middleton
big-ass
was
moves.
giving it to Larkin.
Yeah, I didn't like that because I remember you specifically saying after the not the Olympic run, but the Four Nations run, maybe he gets a little more respect around the league now. Not at all. He was getting fucking disrespected like fuck last night.
Yeah, I mean,
punched in the face multiple times.
That's what he's gonna do. You'd love to see someone step up and hit him back, but when they're up 2-0, you're not gonna.
I think it was 2-2 at the second time they did it.
Even then,
Right.
It was 2-2. It was 2-2 when he was like cross-checking him in the ribs, but when he was punching him in the face, they're up 2-0. You're not gonna take a penalty down 2-0 in the first period and potentially go down 3-0. Like, I
don't want Larkin getting in the box either. This team needs Larkin on the ice.
Yeah, I don't like Larkin in the box, and I don't like Larkin in front of the net. That's where he was getting. That's where he was getting chopped at. Was when he was standing screening the goalie. And that happens. Like, it doesn't matter if you're Dylan Larkin. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're in front of the net screening the goalie, you're gonna get chopped. So I don't like him doing that. Xavier D says, bring Bertuzzi back. No thanks.
Why?
He's not good.
I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, I have basketball news. So
about the penalty kill.
What about it?
How'd you feel about it without this cop? I feel like, or no, Moose played a big part of the penalty
kill.
Yeah,
Rasmussen was a big part of that. So once
he's gonna be back,
once
though, I guess. It's not a big deal.
He'll be back soon.
Oh no, that's not the fuck I wanted to ask. I was just fucking went blank there. Is Tarasenko, is he always like that when he scores? Like, does he look sad, or is he always like
he's
that?
Russian, dude.
Why are they like that?
I don't know.
I was wondering, is he like not happy here? Like, do we got to get him out of here?
They're just psychos, man.
I want to keep him, by the way, thinking about like what we would get back anyway, because maybe he just needs to get going. Maybe he's in a little bit of a slump. I don't fucking know.
You had some basketball news?
Yes,
Chris?
I do. So there's some actual updates to who's playing in the Pistons game and who is not. So for the Celtics, Drew Holiday is in and playing now, and for the Pistons, Dennis Schroeder is out with an ankle injury.
I don't like that.
Yeah, he
at
fucked
all.
up his ankle. I don't like that.
Drew Holiday is in,
and my dumbass took the money line after you told me Drew Holiday was out.
Illness will play.
Chris, did you come in with this false info?
I pulled a Nick. I fucking hit the books as soon as we.
Thank God.
Why did you lie to me earlier?
That's what he was listed as earlier. Now he's listed as playing. So
that's fucked.
Yeah.
Any updated rumors on a Red Wings trade for you boys?
You're not going to hear anything until it happens.
Yeah. I've learned that with hockey, with the injuries, the trades,
especially with Stevie.
All right, Pistons tonight. Drew Holiday in.
I still think they could get this done.
Yeah,
they're at home. They're at home. They didn't have Dennis Schroeder last time they beat the Celtics.
They did not beat the Celtics, by the way. The Celtics
did. It was just like 10 games ago.
Yeah,
Chris, you said could
Celtics
get this
won
done?
the last 10 games against the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
Chris, you said could get this done or will get this done.
Yeah.
I have faith that they're going to get this done. If you want to argue the logic, that's fine. But to me, I'm looking at if Duran can keep Kristaps from cooking and blazing from the three-point line, then I like the Pistons' chances in this game.
Duran's no good on the perimeter.
I know. That's the problem. That's the problem. But you know what? Sorry for finally putting some faith in this guy. I doubted him and doubted him and doubted him. And you know what? Tonight,
it's like
I'm going to believe
disagree
in
with this logic, then throw out zero fucking logic.
Yeah.
If Duran can magically defend on the perimeter,
I prefaced it all 150 yards.
Yeah.
I prefaced it all with belief, not logic. I prefaced
Spinny, why will the Detroit Pistons win tonight? Do you believe they will win tonight?
Because Kate Cunningham's a top 5 player in the NBA, and he's going to outperform Jason Tatum.
Well, that's easy. Jason Tatum's what, like the third best player?
Should have went with that.
Yeah.
That's a lot more believable. I can't say nothing against that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love you, Chris.
I preface it all with gut feeling.
Jalen Duren's
going to
lock down the perimeter.
It's all right. I guess
he tries to go
You
basketball.
you never had a non-logical feeling on a game?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope, you got a hunch that
I'm very
Jalen
much
Duren's going
rooted
to
in
lock down the
logic.
perimeter? That's a weird thing to have a hunch about.
That's why I'm not mad about the Ben Johnson stuff, because logically you're like, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Speaking of
Well,
logic, Nick,
don't lump me in with that. That's that's a different beast.
Yes, I mean, you want to hear logic here. This is like a, we don't
want you to die, Nick.
But this is this game reminds me of the Bucks game earlier in the year when we're riding the high. We're riding the high, and then we get smacked by the Bucks. This game reminds me of that.
Yeah.
I believe that this is kind of like, hey, you're not there yet type of game.
Yes.
Celtics go out and win by 8.
And I don't mind it because exactly what you said. We're not there yet. So it's
you asked me why they're going to win.
No, I meant, well, yeah, because I know you said you're going to win.
I didn't say they were going to win.
Oh, do you think they'll win?
Maybe.
But I don't mind. Listen, guys, if the Detroit Pistons lose tonight, don't lose confidence in this team. Don't lose confidence in what they've done. The Boston Celtics just won the fucking NBA championship. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean,
heading into this one, let's not lose confidence.
Let's not forget. Let's give up all the nicknames. They lost to the Celtics. It's over.
Because you know what's going to happen.
Well, let's give up the bad nicknames.
Someone on Pittsburgh is going to crash out about it.
How could you lose to this team?
Yeah, the fucking Celtics.
Yeah.
But I will say the last few outings outside the most recent one, the Pistons have kept it pretty close against the Celtics. And we got the Warden back now. More minutes at least.
You think the Warden goes up against Tatum?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Tatum getting put in jail
especially with no Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. So what's Tatum's? Let's cook up a parlay we hit last time.
It's like Cade with a little less playmaking.
I'm not touching this one.
You gave us a leg. We
gave us a winner.
I deleted the app.
Okay, but I'll give you the numbers then.
Nixon, that's why you're so testy.
You're not getting your rocks off.
Okay, chill out. It felt great to watch the Wings game without anything on it last night. I was getting a little too
felt
emotional.
a little nicer to dive into the money line after they're down.
What kind of
down
person are
0-2,
you?
huh?
No.
You were yesterday. What's the line?
Would have got some nice odds for Red Wings money line when they're down 2 goals.
This guy's
game
the
on
devil
national
on
television
Nick's
today, or
shoulder,
just
I
a big game for
swear.
us?
I think it's just a big game for us.
All right, I'm gonna put a leg in.
All right.
And then you shake it all about.
I'm gonna go.
No hokey pokey fans.
Duren 10 boards.
Oh, you stealing mine, bro?
Are you saying he's going to have a lockdown performance? No.
Am I tripping? Duren 12 boards or no?
I mean, watch out for the foul trouble if Chris stops.
A lot of threes from the Celtics too for Duren to clean up on. Those
No,
are also
if he's
longer
out.
rebounds.
No, if he's out there, you'd want to stay away from that.
Maybe I like Asar on those rebounds.
Wait, what do you say if he's out there?
Well, theoretically, he'd be close to Kristaps when he's shooting the 3 away from the rim.
Longer threes. I mean, longer rebounds though too. That's why guards get a lot
Yeah,
of
but
rebounds
that's where
off the
Cade gets them.
three-pointers.
So if anything, I like Cade's or Asar's rebounding tonight.
So Cade 6 boards.
Yeah.
Is minus 140.
I hate that that's minus for a guard. 6 is a lot for a guard.
I mean,
but
6
Sometimes
I like
he
that.
just doesn't have any.
I like that.
Cade 6 is okay. So you guys are gonna do
Don't
legs.
touch me, I'm sizzling.
Yeah. What's your leg, Spinny?
Give me Asar.
I really
points.
did your
What's-
leg just
what's
now.
What's his points at like 10.5?
Who?
No, the
Duren?
Celtics play defense, though. Asar gets those buckets against teams that really don't play defense. A lot of the times. He gets like
Hey,
an
I got
easy
one.
4
I got
points.
one for you. You want a leg? Asar Thompson 2+ steals, plus 148.
All right, I'll take it.
Damn, I feel like that should be higher odds, but I mean he is a stocks guy. I like it. Yeah, I'll go with this. I'll go with the Asar's points. I think it's probably at like 10
Cade's at
to 12.
26.5.
Over.
Asar's at 10.5.
Over.
Duren's at 11.5.
Over.
Peyton Pritchard is a piston killer.
Jalen Duren's
he'll
minus
hit
256
some
to get
threes.
10 rebounds.
That's crazy.
That's your leg?
Fade it.
No, that's what I was gonna
going
do.
on a limb here.
That's what the fuck? Yeah, I'm just a parlay, brother. You gotta play parlay safe.
12 is minus 102.
Tatum's at 28.5. I'm gonna take the under.
Well, that's a bad idea. With no, he might take 25 shots tonight.
The Warden's putting him in jail tonight, son. But
He
you're
might
right.
take like 20.
He would get a lot more shots up. That's a fair point.
What about Tobias points? Y'all feeling a Tobias game tonight?
13.5.
Tobias 15
what?
13.5? Oh, over
Nice.
on that.
Over?
He's
13.5?
averaging like 19 since the All-Star break.
Lock of the night.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
I like that better. I like that
I'm not gonna lie,
better than
boys.
Asar's
I
points.
fucking hate this one versus the one we did last time.
Yeah.
Celtics are a good team though. It's a tougher bet to make. What?
Nothing. We're just picking the weirdest shit.
We are.
Asar 2 steals.
Yeah. But to be fair, last time yours was random too.
Well, that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. It's easy.
Carlos Cook, you're
Nick,
taking all
Chris,
three.
and Spencer. We'll see you guys later. Peace.